What up, what up?
I need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
Coach JB.
Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran.
Darnell is the Ball State legend. I'm the Warren Central High School legend.
I'm proving with a reliable source, straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to Yost.
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
Better stay in your lane. Hop into
You are fucking insane. Dude, what? You just will not give this guy his flowers. What is wrong with you?
Oh, you must have thought I was a bitch.
I am him. Use not it. What's the topic? With your logic when I flow. Big Komodo, how it's time.
You gotta get back to letting the baby cry a little bit to see if they can soothe themselves.
That's a bar.
Issues get pressed so past it don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
I identified him after his third fight, and I said that guy should be a star.
I'm so proud of the show, bro.
The gap. Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB show.
What up, what up, what up? We're in the building. It is Free Game Friday. I got this Slapstick Nation hat on. You can get the merch at CoachJBStore.com. Go head on over there today. It is Free Game Friday, Fired Up Friday. We got it all. Short, fat, skinny, tall. A loaded lineup. Big Matt McChesney joins us. We'll argue and debate and fight over Colorado, UCF, Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, all that and more. Don't want to miss it. We'll be live on that one. Dr. Jesse Morse may pop in here right out the gate to give us some NFL college football injuries, especially Malik Neighbors' situation last night. He's on IG Live as we speak, talking about he's been up all night because of a concussion. We're going to dive into that one. Danny Dimes looked pretty good, but what do I know? Dak Prescott looks overpaid, but what do I know? We're going to dive into all of those things, plus the realest. Jeff Nadu comes on with the all betting things, and Shaun King joins us to talk some NFL quarterback play between Daniel Jones and Dak Prescott last night. We're going to break that down and get into all things real. Plus, there's more kids in the transfer portal during the season, during the actual season, than I've ever seen before in my life. It's unbelievable. The generation that we have created is the softest one ever. But let's dive into it, because what do I know? This show is brought to you by Prize Picks, Bet Online, and winnable.com/slap-picks. Plus, first round performance and our main man, Skybox Sports. Head on over there if you want to get a ticker. Use the promo code CoachJB, skyboxsports.com. We're going to dive into all those individually later on. But it's Free Game Friday. Big Matt McChesney, Shaun King, Jeff Nadu, all join us along with Dr. Jesse Morse on the realest show on Planet ERF. So pound that like, subscribe, become a member today, and head on over to Winnable and become a member today as well. Let's dive into this thing. Was it really worth it? Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott threw for 200 yards, 221 yards to be exact last night. And his counterpart, who everyone blames for the Giants' struggles, Daniel Jones, threw for 282. But besides Neighbors, who does Jones really have? Dak, on the other hand, has weapons, has an O-line, and we thought had a great defense. They didn't stop anyone last night, people. All you Cowgirl fans, they didn't stop anyone contrary to belief. They stopped a JV offense in a mediocre league, and Micah Parsons is already talking on a podcast like they didn't get blown out the last 2 weeks and give up almost 500 yards rushing combined. Micah, that's what you guys did the last 2 games, dog. If you go back the last 6 games, you got blown out in playoff games. You've looked bad in the playoffs your whole career. Dak Prescott's won how many playoff games in his career? The Giants have done what? Oh, they got rid of Saquon Barkley? Listen, I liked Brian Daboll. He is a sinking ship organization. That's who he coaches. I like him. He has lost this team. This will be his last year. And I believe we watched 2 teams last night who played with 2 lame duck head coaches. Either of them will be head coaches next year for these 2 franchises. The Giants are living with seller's remorse, losing Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. And the Cowboys are living with buyer's remorse in signing Dak to a $60 million a year contract. But what do I know? Let's dive into this show today. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys take out Danny Dimes and the Giants in MetLife. Dave Portnoy, Barstool CEO and owner, says he'll pay up to $3 million to get a quarterback of elite status to enter into the portal and go on over to Michigan. Chuck Pagano comes out and talks about Coach JB, myself, on Pat McAfee when talking about players sitting out. And Kurt Warner responds to Dan Orlovsky in a kind of like a JB style. We're going to break that down. And it's all about Patrick Mahomes and the Queendom. But what does Kurt Warner know? What does Tom Brady know? What does JB know? Nothing. We don't know nothing. You guys got it. You know much more. But before we begin, my co-host extraordinaire, Naptown legend, 317 Far East Side, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defendant, and Kate Clark jocking, Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty.
Put your fist down, white boy. What's going on, y'all? We here live on this Friday, man. Coach JB show with Big Smitty. I'm so excited, man. It's the end of the week. We had football last night, NFC East. I was locked in, had my TV on, had my wings to the right, my loaded tots to the left. No distractions, locked in, watching this game from top to bottom. Shout out to my brother Jack for hooking me up with the Prime Video subscription because I wasn't paying for that stream. But shout out to my brother for sending me the login information. We got Eric in the chat, Ron, Gene, Rockwild, the TPB, Paradise TCG. We got Shaun Weifel, JUCO, Bradley, and much more. Locked and loaded show. Stay tuned from top to bottom because we're about to turn it up.
Big Smitty did not watch the game last night. Contrary to belief, Big Smitty did not watch the game. He has no idea what happened last night. Shh, don't tell him. Everybody ask him. Big Smitty, I don't know what happened. All right, so rumor is you didn't watch the game at all last night.
You know what's funny? Rumor is also that you didn't watch the game at all last night. Yeah, hey, y'all, I don't know what happened, but rumor is JB did not watch the game at all last night. He was busy on his boat all day getting things hooked up and TVs. Here we go. I don't know what happened, JB. My fault.
I watched the game. I watched the whole motherfucking thing. I saw Daniel Jones drop back to 282 yards, targeted neighbors 12 times. I saw that.
He did a good job driving down the field, but he ain't get no touchdowns though. He still got to stop turning over the ball, throwing picks. You know what I'm saying?
But I heard everything. But what do I know? Because Daniel Jones sure looked pretty goddamn efficient and good last night. And we got the little pick.
But it didn't lead to nothing though. Like there's no touchdown.
I get it.
Your main player, you put him in position where he got concussed.
I
blame the quarterback for that.
Can you outside the box think for 1 minute and look at just him, and then you add that team around him?
Yep.
And please tell me that it's not worse than Justin Fields' Bears.
How many times are we gonna continue to use that, bro?
I just want to know though. Wait. So how does Justin Fields get a pass? How does Fields get a pass? Though?
Because coming into this season, you wasn't keeping that same energy. Coming into the season, you was like, now he finally has some weapons. Now let's see what he does. But now you're still
but that's not the case.
Last year.
But that's not the case.
Like, come on, homie.
But I could say that, but that's not the case. The Giants didn't put that around them. We thought what they signed and what they have is not the case. I can't say they signed XYZ. They're gonna have XYZ, and they don't play, and they're hurt, and they're not who we thought they were.
But who does Dak have? I heard you earlier in your rant say that Dak got all these weapons. No, he don't. Brandon Cook respectfully had a hell of a career, but he is not shell of himself of what he used to be. He got CeeDee Lamb and a whole bunch of just okay players. I'm not about to say
who has better tight end.
Hold on, homie. Nah. What about Matthew Stafford here in our backyard in LA? Everybody's hurt. He ain't making no dumb excuses. He's still slicing and dicing them. He's getting the ball around everybody. If Daniel Jones is as great as you say he is, why is he not doing the same, homie?
First of all, he's not as great as I say he is. I never said Daniel Jones ain't great in the same motherfucking sentence. Stop. Stop acting like it. But what I'm telling you is, I said, if you go back, what did I say on this show? And we're going to finally clip it. I said Daniel Jones will have a good year this year. I didn't say Daniel Jones was the MVP and win a Super Bowl. Daniel Jones is better than you, and everybody else thinks he is. Just like I said Sam Darnold was, and just like I said every other damn quarterback I'm right on is. So anyway.
The people are agreeing with me, so it's okay.
It's fine. It's okay. But these people are the guys. These guys are all fucking fantasy football players.
The people are agreeing with me.
You guys are all in the same boat. You're all fantasy footballers.
That's all I'm doing the whole show. Is this right here. This motion.
Hey, when Aiden O'Connell starts this week and balls, but what do I know? But anyway, I don't know shit. Let's dive into it, Smitty. No Diddy. Let's get to the quote of the day. Brought to you by betonline.ag using the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, and get you 50% off plus welcome bonus.
That's right, Leah.
Leah, you're a Giants fan. Leah. Leah, stay with me. All right, quote of the day. Smitty, you ready for this one, Smitty?
I think I'm ready. I mean, you keep doing that weak ass clap, so you got to be a good one. Ooh,
if I love myself, I love you. If I love you, I love myself. But if I hate you, I must have a reason.
You got to say that. You got to say that again. I'm confusing the motherfucker right
now. I know,
because
you're not smart. If I love myself, I love you. If I love you, I love myself. But if I hate you, I must have a reason.
Okay, I hear that one. I like that now. I had to think it through and like that.
No, you don't like it. You still can't grasp it.
That's probably like top 18. That's top 18.
You can't even grasp it, and nobody in the chat can grasp it either. We got.
You basically saying in order to love others, you gotta love yourself. But if I hate you, that don't mean I hate myself. It means you did something to warrant that hate. Come on, bro. I'm bad. I'm a bad boy up here. I ain't no typical D tackle. I'm a bad boy up here mentally.
You're not very bright.
Contrary
to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over to Prize Picks. Use the promo code CoachJB. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Contrary to
that's
belief.
One of them old school.
Your shit is horrible, man. Get this motherfucker out of here. He comes in here with this Wi-Fi shit.
Has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. You know what I gotta do, I think, JB?
I gotta go studio every day.
I gotta get a new mic. I gotta get a new mic.
Why? That mic is good. It ain't
my mic. No. The mic is great. It's just the cord. Every time you fucking just move it a little bit, I don't know if I gotta shorten it or what. It goes off every time.
BPS, homie.
It ain't my. No, this is the Blue Yeti. This is one of the top fucking mics out. It's just the cord.
Don't matter. That's BPS, homie. The BPS. A brother will get a Lamborghini. He'll put some fucking 10-inch McLeans.
It's the cord that came with the box, homie.
You'll put some McLeans on a fucking Lamborghini just to save a little dollar. You'll put AM/PM gas in the motherfucking Maybach, save a little money. You'll go get Jordans and then go get a white club tee, pro club.
That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need.
And homie,
the shoes make the fit, homie. The shoes make the fit, homie. The shoes make the fit.
BPS.
And you don't know black culture, homie. You ain't been around black people in 20-something years, homie. You don't know us. Stop speaking on black shit.
I'm blacker than you.
Talk about that white shit.
Poll question. Poll question. Let's get into it. Smitty and everybody in the chat, dive into this one. Baby Diddy, P. Diddy, Baby Oil, P. Diddy style. Let's dive into it.
You was getting Baby Oil the other day, by the way, but I'm going to leave it to myself.
Yeah. Lavender.
Mm-hmm.
Lavender, Johnson & Johnson lavender. The girls like lavender. They like it on their body. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been to, over and then like just sprayed her down with baby oil and then just saw that, like that with that oil?
Bailey's not gonna like this, but we're gonna talk about this for 1 minute. We're gonna go back to the rundown. You definitely gotta like lay them down. So you ain't never like gave a full body massage with the oil, like with the Diddy full body massage, oil, everything shiny. And then
I don't got time for all that shit. Maybe when I was 15.
When you're younger. I know now you don't care.
I just spray the ass with it.
I know now you don't care about women at all.
I just spray the ass with the baby.
It's all about pleasing yourself.
I'm not doing all that back, neck, and
JB's a one hitter. He a one hitter, one pumper jumper. Like he just go in, boom, get done, you out. Like he ain't trying to please the woman at all. He don't care about the woman. It's all about him. At this age, when you was young, you probably used to, you know what I mean? Used to do everything. Used to go down, woo woo, oil, take your time.
I pleased her.
No, you don't. You don't do that no more, bro.
Man,
you tell me too many
I
stories.
took this fucking bitch on the boat. Fed this bitch fucking cowboy steak. Fucking made her ass palomas. Fucking took her ass to motherfucking Italian restaurant. Motherfucking shit. Fuck all that you talking about. Please my ass. I ain't got time to go down there and fucking eat no smelly cat.
Last thing, look, chat. Never take advice from people who have not done what you're doing. So earlier before the show started, I'm arguing with Bailey, who's 19 and a half years old. He's single, by the way. Had a bad breakup, I think. JB, who has said on this show numerous times he will never get married. I told him that the other day, like a week or so ago, I had to miss a sporting event to spend time with my wife. Matter of fact, I didn't have to. I decided to. Because as anybody who's in a relationship in the chat, you know that relationships are about sacrifice in order to keep each other happy. And I had a great time with my wife. These motherfuckers right here, oh, you gonna miss football to hang with your girl. You knew it what day it was. You gotta watch football Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can't miss a game for your woman. That's some soft shit. You went to the movies and out to eat with your girl. That's soft. I got a word for that. I ain't gonna say it right now, but you know what word it is. That's that Diddy shit. So that's what I'm saying. Don't take advice from people who ain't never experienced what you experienced. Go ahead, JB. Run down.
Have you ever heard of the difference between want and need? You should define those two. But anyway, let's dive into it. God, I got to teach my youngsters some stuff some days.
I'm 30 years old, homie.
Our Thursday night football games really worse. Our Thursday night football games really worse than Sunday games. Let's dive into this in depth. All you guys in the chat, dive into it. TikTok, you guys drop a comment as well. Our Thursday night games really worse than Sunday games. Go, Smitty. Go right now. Tell me right now. Go.
Yes, they are worse. They've literally been worse. If you look at every Thursday night football game since the inception and compare it to the Sunday games, they are literally worse. Like all in all, I think about the Colts-Broncos game like a year or 2 years ago was horrible. I think about like this. I mean, yesterday's game wasn't that great. I mean, I think it's because that these guys just played a few days ago. That they haven't had a chance to really refresh, get back. They're mentally, physically, they're not there. You got to throw in travel. You think about that. Like they're not really. You're not really practicing because how can you practice within a short amount of time, actually hit, and then get back to the game? So they're really just walkthroughs, watch some film, travel, another game. So like, I think that's the reason why the games haven't been good. It's not like, I mean, it's the same teams, the same players, same that, but anytime you're messing with the schedule to this extent, it's football. It's not basketball. It's not like you can go hoop and play back to back. It is football. You need that week to reset, recover, get the treatment, go practice 2 days. Like all that, every day in that week matters. So when you cut it short, it's difficult. I played in the MAC. We played on Wednesdays. We played on Tuesdays. We played on Thursdays. But I would say this, for the most part, if my memory serves me correct, for the most part, if we had a Thursday game, the schedule would be set up in a way to where we had like a bye like the week prior to where like, okay, we played on a Saturday and then like we don't play that next week. We play like the week and a half to where you get a little bit of extra break to where it's not that bad. I could imagine going out there playing on Sunday and then going out there and playing on a Thursday. Like that's insane to me. And I think that's the reason why the games haven't been that good. By the way, man, if your energy's low, you got a long day ahead of you and you don't know how you're going to get through, 5-Hour Energy is the drink for you. Go to 5hourenergy.com. Tell them the code JB and Big Smitty sent you there. 5-Hour Energy Extra is our drink of choice. It gives you that extra just for your day. Extra 30 minutes, man. 5hourenergy.com. Brought to you by Coach JB and Big Smitty. Promo code, we don't have it yet, but it will be set up very soon. And, hey, you need a little pep in your step? 5-Hour Energy is the place to go.
Sponsored by Coach JB right now. And my take on this particular poll question, I'm going to say it's not worse. And I've been one of the worst on the Thursday night games, having asses out there on this planet Earth. I've been on this Thursday night shit, but after not watching it last night, and then I have to say, it's not worse, Smitty. You know what's worse?
What?
It's the only thing on. You focus strictly on this one shitty game. But on Sundays, you got 10 shitty games to focus on. So guess what? It deters your eyes and it gives you an optical illusion brought to you by 5 Hour Energy that you really don't see the mediocrity that you all think is excellent. So instead of watching 10 shitty games and you think that they're all shitty because every game is 6-3 and every quarterback's only throw for 100 fucking yards and AR5 looks like hammered dog shit, we go and say, oh, wow, football's even worse on Thursday. I think you just solely watch one game and think that it's worse. I think it's the exact same fucking game. I think it's the same shitty product that's on Sunday. You just focus solely on one game versus 10. That is what it is. And you know damn well, betting has affected your mindset. Because guess what? Everybody in this chat has bet on a 10-game slate. So now every game that goes by, they're waiting to see if their next team hits and if their next game hits. And on Thursday, they know they're fucked by quarter one. And there ain't no looking forward. They can't look forward to another game. So they saw Daniel Jones throw a Hail Mary pick. He lost fantasy points. They saw fucking 5 field goals, and they know they lost fantasy points. So now automatically Thursday night games are shitty. Kirk Herbstreit's reason why, and fucking all, like, it's unbelievable. Football is shitty, and it doesn't matter what night it's on, people. How about Monday night games? Have we broke that down? Guess what? They're shitty too. But we don't want to talk about Monday night games because guess what? It's not on Amazon. So guess what? Can't go buy flags as my man Al what's his name said. Fucking joke. It's all bad. Figure it out. It's all bad. Sorry to give it to you guys raw and uncut, Diddy style, but it's all bad. Shout out to Diddy.
I think moving forward, then, like, what do you suggest? I think our show should be like it's a change from football to something else. Because you said basketball shitty, you said
hammer
football
dog shit.
shitty.
Can you address this?
Should be a baseball show.
What does hammer dog shit look like? This guy asked. Can you? I don't know. Do I have to explain what hammer dog shit looks like?
I think you do.
So if you got dog shit, put it on the hot concrete slab outside of your house. You took a hammer. And you hammered that hot dog shit. And you hammered it. Do you think it'll look good? Do you think it'll look better? Or what do you think it's going to look like? Hammered dog shit looks worse than regular dog shit sitting in a pile. Right? Doesn't it? So guess what? That's what it is. That's what you look like. That's what people call it. And that's what I call it. That is what football looks like. That is what these players look like. And that is what the game has evolved to. Hammered dog shit. So sorry to give you guys a fucking horrible history lesson on what's going on in football. And I hurt your feelings. And I didn't want to make you cry this morning on this gorilla show on Planet ERF. But guess what? I only can tell the truth, dog. Because I got truth serum inserted in me with Jamaican rum and whiskey when I was 2 years old. And the Jamaican rum and whiskey stays in me, and then it has a truth serum system that runs through my whole body all the time. So it also made my dick bigger.
All right.
Let's dive into it. Let's get into it. Yeah, let's dive into the show. We got a lot going on here. Dr. Jesse Morse, if he can pop in, he'll pop in. If not, we'll get Matt on here in the first hour. We're going to get 5 Hour Energy, Bailey. We're going to get 5 Hour Energy. Smitty puts too much time and effort into it. He thinks about it all night long and works on it all day, and then he comes in here and does that ad read for him. So we're going to get him. We're going to get him, in my opinion. Smitty, let's dive into it. Cowboys take out the Giants in a low-scoring Thursday night game. Recap the game right now. Go.
Man, I just thought
you watched it all, so go.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, starting off, man, opening drive, thought, Danny Downs did a good job of just driving the Giants down the field. Ultimately, leading to field goals, a lot of field goals that game in general, but especially from the Giants. But I do think, and credit to Danny Downs for
How did you throw that pick? Did you see the pick he threw?
At the end of the game, but still, it's still on your stat sheet. But my thing is, like,
how did you throw it?
You threw the ball. He's like a Hail Mary. But anyway, at the end of the day, though, like, I just think it was he played better. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything, JB. Playing better don't give you the bucks. Playing better isn't what we're looking for. It's an NFL start court for the New York Giants. And he still didn't get any point in, no touchdowns thrown. You got one of the best young receivers in the game who looked really good. You did a good job of getting him the ball. But for the quarterback of the New York Giants, get one touchdown. Get one touchdown. The game is different. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, overall, Cowboys didn't look that good either. They did enough to win the game. But I'm looking at them. The defense, to me, wasn't special. I just think they're going against a really bad offense. So it just made them look better. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're playing against a shitty opponent, it's going to make you look better. It's kind of like when women hang out in groups. Sometimes a baddie will hang out with average women to make themselves look better. But when she hangs out with other baddies, she looks average. To me, that's what it was like last night with the Cowboys defense and the Giants. So it was overall, I'm still nervous and concerned about the Cowboys. They didn't erase my concerns of who they are this season. The Giants are still the Giants. Danny played better, but they don't have enough. They don't have enough on defense. They don't have enough on offense, and their quarterback is below average. So,
let me see. Hold on, Smitty.
And then the injuries. I mean, luckily Malik Neighbors did post the story this morning to kind of let us know that he's okay, but never want to see the concussions. And then Michael Parsons, I saw a video this morning of him walking just kind of with a bad limp. They're thinking it's a high ankle sprain. He was carted off last night. Obviously, here we go right here. Bad sign for the Cowboys, though. As much as you want to talk about Micah, maybe you don't like what he does on his podcast and the talking, etc. He's still the best player on that defense, and you don't want to see this guy being out. And we know high ankle sprains can kind of linger. So hopefully he doesn't miss time, because I'm trying to look here.
Hopefully he does.
The Cowboys' schedule coming up.
They'll be better without him.
They got the Steelers next game, who we know has a vicious defense, man. Then you got the Lions, who's, one of the best teams in the NFC. Then you got the Niners.
They're the underdogs, Smitty. 5 straight games.
Then you got the Niners, who, again, we know the Niners look kind of a little off, but it's still the Niners. Then you got the Falcons, who, with Kirk Cousins, man, have looked good. Then you got the Eagles and the Texans. Like, they could lose the next 6 games. Like,
I just said they're underdogs in the next 5.
So
run.
They had to win this game. They had to win this one against the Giants, which they did. So they did what they were supposed to do. It wasn't special. It wasn't, I thought they were going to win the blowout. They didn't. So I don't know. I'm still concerned about the Cowboys, and the Giants are the Giants. That's my overall take. So that's where I'm at with it, though.
Can't hear me.
Who the Giants? I can't hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
We got a special guest.
Who?
Otani is joining us, Smitty. JB. Let's dive into it. The Doyers have won again, Smitty. 11 of 12. All right, thanks, Otani. 11 of 12 pennants. Smitty, I'm just thinking, dog, that's a hell of a stat. I just want to bring it out there for the Dodgers. It's not even a topic. I just thank you, Bailey, for throwing it in there. The Doyers have won another one. All my San Diego Padre fans out there, hey, keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. San Diego Varsity Sports, keep trying, brother. Love you. Keep trying. But 11 out of 12, the Doyers. Somebody asked me today, though, I think it was San Diego Varsity Sports, are they greater than the Lakers as an organization? The interesting poll question for the LA fans only. Everyone else, don't listen to this. Only LA fans. Smitty, since you're LA now native, I would say no, because they just don't win enough rings, Smitty. At the end of the day, they don't win enough rings.
They're regular season warriors. Like they look amazing in the season.
Unbelievable champ. They're unbelievable champ every year. West. We win the West. If Dave Roberts don't win a World Series this year, they should literally remove him from the tarmac at the airplane. And if it's in LA, then he should get with Magic Johnson, and they should go fly over to Washington Redskins facilities, and Dave Roberts should kick it with his homeboy Magic Johnson and watch the rest of the Washington Redskins season. Because you are a analytical nightmare, Roberts. Stop taking out pitchers in the 7th fucking inning when you're leading. But anyway, what do I know? I just want to
being racist, bro. He's Asian and black, and you got a thing against Asian and blacks.
He's
you
Asian?
treat me wrong. You treat Steve Kim wrong. You need to relax a little bit. I believe he's Japanese and black, so relax. Relax. He'll win this year.
He's Marcus Freeman? He's related to Marcus Freeman?
I don't know if they're related, but they in the same Yadik. They in the same Oodie Hoop.
Roberts don't wear those tight pants, though.
When he plays baseball, he has to wear the big pants. He wears the same fit as the baseball players, homie. You don't watch baseball?
I can break down baseball, but I don't watch it like that.
I think moving forward, since you hate football so much and basketball so much, that our show should be rebranded to baseball.
Or hockey.
Hockey, yep. That'd be a good one too. I'm big on hockey. So I think either way, like hockey, I think hockey and baseball should be like our main, like starting in January. Hockey and baseball.
What do you think the perception would be amongst the brothers and the sisters in the chat that we have a brother on here and all we do is hockey and baseball? Do you think it would still hit?
It would hit even harder. It would hit
harder. Are you gonna wear a Coach JB Trump shirt?
Fuck no.
Well, I mean, yeah,
you're not even voting, homie.
That would be the audience. I'm saying that would be our audience. Hockey and baseball would be the audience. You have to wear the Trump shirt.
But I can't wear something that I'm not even like voting for, or that you ain't voting for. You a different breed. You would do anything. You try to do to wear a shirt for somebody and you're not voting for. That shit don't make sense to me in my head.
I know you don't do. You know it's okay. You don't understand.
I ain't wearing a shirt for Kamala. I ain't wearing a shirt for Biden. I ain't wearing a shirt for Obama. I ain't wearing a shirt for Bush. I ain't wearing a shirt for. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. That's the difference between you and me, homie. I'm from the hood for real. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. Like, I wear a JB shirt, Coach JB. If you ran for president, I'm wearing your shirt. I know you, homie.
I think I know like 30 cats from the far east side of Indianapolis. I don't know any of them. Not one of them are left wing.
First of all, I'm the only person you know from Indianapolis, the actual far east side. I am the only person you know. Fact.
I know somebody. I know from somebody from Indianapolis, and
Who?
you know him too.
Who? Say it.
Take a listen to what he had to say about me.
As soon as the money's not there, as soon as we don't make the playoff, oh hell no, I ain't playing. I ain't risking my future on this. That. Hey, fine. You know what you signed up for. I like JB's take on it. Coach JB, he had a really good take on it.
I can already hear it in my head. I can already hear it in my head.
Can you hear it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He went completely off, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. You know, all the players not playing in bowls last year, and now something like this happens, and this guy thinks, okay, I put 3 games out there. I've got enough film on tape. These guys, promised me whatever. If that's like his motivation, the end all be all for that situation.
Thought that was your homie.
That's my guy. He still lives in Indy to this day, but he's not from that. Respectfully, but that's our guy. Our team, we fought for him. Obviously, he went through that cancer scare, and we fought for him. It was an incredible season. He's very comfortable and very well respected in Indiana. But respectfully, he's not a far east sider though.
I didn't hear him shout you out.
We take that shit very seriously, homie. So you gotta be careful with that. That's like somebody from like Inglewood claiming Compton. Like you can't do so you got to chill with that a little bit. Like, I'm just trying to be real with you.
I didn't hear him shout you out.
Because I'm your friend and shit. But
let's dive into I saw Chuck in Vegas not too long ago. Great dude, known him a long time. I almost hired his brother at Indy. So a lot of you guys don't even know the relationship. But anyway, that's all.
To me, like I don't get all hype when like famous people say my name. Like that's normal to me. That's normal shit. Like I don't treat like famous people bigger than other people. Everybody the same.
Can you pull up the videos where they're shouting you out on this?
Lil Wayne, you put Lil Wayne on if you want to. That's like whatever. One of the biggest stars in the world. But like that's whatever. Like to me, that's normal shit to me.
That's
like,
not a shout out. That's the interview. That's not a shout out.
No, it's an actual shout out, homie.
We'll
contrary to belief.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
So my Twitter at the very top, you can pin it.
We're gonna dive back. We're gonna resurface and back into that. But it was a segue for Indianapolis and Naptown.
It was a bad segue because he's not from that. But I understand what you were trying to do. Like kudos to you. Good clip. I'm happy that you got a shout out from somebody on a bigger platform. I know that makes you feel good, makes you feel like special. But when you love yourself, it don't matter who else loves you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at.
Like my quote of the day?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That was on accident. Exactly. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Exactly.
This 30 years old doesn't realize I've set him up. I've set him up for success. He don't even get it. He don't get what the bigger picture is. That's what these young cats don't get.
Y'all old cats, y'all kill me. Hold on real quick. I'm not gonna rant. You motherfuckers, stop telling me to do my research. You, JB, you, Bailey, you in the chat, you with anything. I don't care if it's politics, fucking sports. Y'all motherfuckers, do your research. I didn't heard that so much in the last fucking year. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers sitting at home, just glasses on, legs crossed, with a fucking book, just okay. Y'all ain't researching shit. So I'm like, do your research, homie. Do your research, homie. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Don't tell you do your research. You research it. Then I research. You research and I research. That's the order of events. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Do your research. I had to let that off my chest real quick because I've been hearing that too much lately, Jamie, from you and from people from your clan. Move on, move forward.
Clan.
Man, I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real. The way you do it, man. You said from day one you had.
That's not a shout out. That's a fucking face-to-face interview. And
did y'all see how he cut it off? You see how he cut it off? He's a hater. He cut off. He's a hater.
Thanks, Bailey, for shutting that off. He has to. Play
it again, baby. No, Lil Wayne ain't got to do shit.
I shut it off.
Lil Wayne ain't got to do shit. Play it again, baby.
He's in your face.
I didn't ask for that, homie.
A shout out is a guy that's not around him.
Man, stop. See,
I'm not next to Picano.
Play the full shit.
Enthusiasm, you keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious. For real. I honestly, when you had said, you was like, I like to end it with something fun. Yeah. Nigga, the whole shit was fun.
Cut off right there. We good. So all I'm saying is like, you don't have to say that. That the way the interview go, I didn't like ask for some shit. The interview was over. And he was like, no, fuck that. That's what he did. From one of the greatest entertainers of all time. The guy who should be performing at the Super Bowl. So all I'm saying, that's some normal shit to me. That's regular shit to me. It's regular shit.
So I never heard a shout out from afar though. I never seen a shout out from afar.
Because a real man, like real shout out is man to man, face to face. That's how I grew up.
And let me ask you something. The other guy you're interviewing, Waller, he said he's an NFL legend on his rap video. Is he?
I wouldn't call him an NFL legend. He had a good run when he was healthy. He was one of the top tight ends at his peak, dealt with too many energies on the back end, but his story is legendary. His story is inspirational. You think about where he came from, the struggles he had with drugs and alcohol, and then to be able to get clean and stay clean for the last, I think it's like 6-7 years now, and to even have a career, that's bigger picture. When you say bigger picture and deeper dive, I'm thinking about your impact on people from your community, impact on those people who watch over you. Because as you always say, JB, you are a role model if you're an athlete, whether you want to be or not. People are always watching you. So the fact that he's been able to share his story and be able to still persevere and have a good career and make a lot of good money to where he should be set for the rest of his life, that's legendary, whether the play was or not.
Hey, what up, homie?
Hey, I'm cold with this TV shit. Like, this shit just kind of come natural.
Oh, hey, I know you got out there. I know you stopped smoking crack in the hood. Hey, are you now a hood legend? Oh, you're not? Oh, that's the normal shit? Oh, got you. My bad. Oh, my homie's here. He was a crackhead in the hood, and he's now a hood legend. What
is he doing though now? Like, is he giving back? Is he sharing his story? Is he having an impactful career? Where
he tells
what is
story.
He doing though, homie?
Yeah, he tells stories.
If he is that then.
Yeah, he goes over to the YMCA. He goes to the YMCA. Like, hey, I'm at the YMCA.
He is that, homie.
I was a hood legend and shit. Cry me a fucking river, old victim ass motherfucker. Shut that shit up.
He was a victim.
Soft ass motherfucker. Waller ain't done shit for nobody. That motherfucker's fake. Get out of here with that bullshit.
You want to say it to his face? You want to say it to his face?
Bet me
I get Waller on here and I guarantee you
$100,000 right now.
Face to face, I will get Waller to pull up.
Waller's fucked up. You must not know me, homie.
6'6", 250.
I ain't from that town, homie. I ain't from that town, homie.
6'6", 250, face to face, and he'll put hands on you.
I choke the motherfucker, homie.
I'm gonna make it happen.
Hey, Waller could not live up to my intensity, homie. Either can you. I'll choke the fuck out of you, motherfuckers.
Don't put me in it. Don't put me in it, because you take my kindness for weakness. All that hollering and shit. All that hollering shit don't mean nothing, JB. Talking cheap, JB.
Stop being no victim ass shit, homie.
See me face to face, toe to toe,
homie. I choked the fuck out of Waller, homie. I choked the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna set it up.
What's that money?
We ain't got to talk about it no more.
Put us in the ring. Put us in the ring. You the ref, homie. You the ref.
Set it up.
Shit. Again, what? I can't go past a minute. So
Darren Wall will beat your ass. Exactly. I know you can't. I know.
It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick.
I know you can't.
Hey, you know what you should do? Your research.
Darren Wall will beat your ass, JB. I'm gonna set it up, homie.
Stop saying homie.
And don't bring me up, homie. I'm a whole different animal.
Stop saying homie.
I'm a whole different animal.
You stole my word.
JB ain't seen my switch yet. JB ain't seen my switch.
You don't got no Twitch, homie. I see your Twitch video.
Like,
Stop saying homie, though.
Yeah, homie.
I already trademarked it.
Until somebody out here in LA stops me from saying I'm saying it. How about that, homie?
I'm going to have you check in from now on.
Yeah, I ain't checking with nobody, homie.
Can we address check-in? I wish a motherfucker would tell me to check in somewhere, anywhere in this motherfucking country. Are you going to check in somewhere if they tell you to check in? Yes or no, Smitty? Right now.
Never have, never will. But I don't need to, because I know too many people. You will have to check in Indianapolis. You will have to check in Detroit with Trick for sure. You go to Detroit today, you got to check in with Trick. You go to Miami, you got to check in with Rick Ross. You come to Nap, you got to check. Yeah. There's people to check in with.
All right. Anyway, I'm not going to address that. I actually know the real Rick Ross, not the fake one. So we're not even going to talk about it. Let's dive into we got about 15 minutes before Big Matt joins us. I took shit at Waller. Let's dive into Kurt Warner, Smitty. What's your take on this right here?
So your favorite guy, Dan Orlovsky, who's going to be coming on our show, said, we don't need to talk about Patrick Mahomes being the best player in the NFL. He is. He has been. Legendary Hall of Famer Kurt Warner. Cole retweets this and says, but is he playing like the best QB in the league? He's not. I think that's a fair point. I think you and I was on here.
I think Kurt Warner and I speak the same language. I don't know, but what do I know?
Y'all real similar, man. Get him on the show.
What?
Get him on the show.
Why do I got to get? Why can't you get him?
You said y'all friends. I don't know Kurt. See, I don't false claim. I know who I know.
I didn't say I'm his friend. Motherfucker, when did I say I'm his friend?
I'm just saying that I don't.
Smitty always put it on me that I'm his friend. I'm always someone's friend. I've never said it. I've never said I'm his friend one time.
I didn't say that, homie. I said
I know him, like I know him, but I don't know, motherfucker, not my friend.
I didn't say that. I said y'all similar.
Smitty loved doing that shit when he put it on me. Oh, it's JB show. You gotta get the gas. Nah, motherfucker, you get the gas. You know everybody. Lil Wayne shouted you out, homie.
Oh no!
Full circle.
So now shout out. Now shout out.
Full circle. But anyway,
but you can't get fucking Dan Orlovsky on the show for 2 years, homie. He punked your ass, so you can't get him on the show. Damn, homie. You let Dan Orlovsky ran out of bounds, punked your ass, homie. ESPN. Dan Orlovsky punked Jason Brown. You from Compton, homie. You let Dan Orlovsky punk you. Dan Orlovsky, homie.
If you go to UConn right now, would you have to check in with Dan Orlovsky? Because I heard he runs shit over there. So you'd have to check in, Smitty. All right, let's dive into this. He said we don't need to talk about Patrick Mahomes. So Kurt Warner basically saying Patrick Mahomes had the worst season of his career so far, like Coach JB said on the Coach JB show with Big Smitty, quote unquote. And then quote unquote, Chuck Pagano said, I agree with everything JB says on everything, quote unquote. So like I'm trying to figure out. Then Kirk Herbstreit said JB's Nostradamus. He's been saying this for 4 years, quote unquote. Then Jason Whitlock came out and said, I apologize to you, JB, because you've been telling me this for 4 years and I was wrong the whole time, quote unquote.
Whitlock don't like you though, but yeah.
He uses me.
Yeah.
So
cool.
where
what?
Where is this going? Like, why do we keep defending guys that aren't having good seasons? Because I get he won 3 Super Bowls, homie, but let's be real. Like, isn't this about what have you done for me now lately? Why is this guy continuing to ride this guy's nuts and he hasn't done shit all year? And their team, let's be honest, they're 3-0. I really attest that shit to the best coach in football, Andy Reid. They should be 0-3. Like, seriously, let's look at the game. They should be 0-3. I think Smitty even did a whole video on one of the games and he was like, man, it's fucking the Bengal game. We know that game. So I'm just trying to figure out, Kurt Warner now is taking heat because he is like, they're saying he's taking shots at Mahomes. He's not taking shots at Mahomes. He's really not playing like the best right now.
That's your fact.
I don't understand why that's such a big deal.
I think Mahomes did say the other day that he's not playing that good right now. Like, I mean,
he said we aren't. He said we aren't. He said we're not playing well.
Yeah, but that's the honest truth. Like, guys who are playing well at the QB position right now, I would say obviously Sam Darnold. I would say Josh Allen. I would say up until last week, Derek Carr. I would say Kyler Murray, pretty good. Matthew Stafford, all things considered, pretty good. Joe Burrow, they're losing, but his quarterback play, all things considered, pretty good.
They're 3 plays, Smitty, from being
Other than that,
they're 3 plays away from being 0-3. 3 plays away from being 0-3, but they're 3 plays. They make 3 plays and make 3-0.
That's football, though. That's football, homie.
That's what I said. Don't say homie. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I agree with Kurt Warner 1,000% of the time on this. And that's what it is. I stand on business. Jim Harbaugh with another legendary Harbaughism. Talking about Derwin James suspension. He says you can never really take the head out of the game because it's in between the 2 shoulders.
We actually got a video.
I know we do. I just want to make sure.
You would want somebody that what the league is trying to get to, which is take the head out of the game. But you can never really take the head out of the game because it's in between the 2 shoulders. You know, it's.
I love the sarcasm because I'm petty too. So that's.
I don't think he's sarcastic at all, though. That's him. Have you ever met him? If you know him, that motherfucker's dry, and
it's your friend.
It's hard. No, I wouldn't say he's my friend, but acquaintance.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for how many years, Smitty? Not what he just said, but like I remember 4 years ago, I'm like, hey man, we should take the face mask and put it on the back of the helmet. and maybe we could take the, like dog. But seriously, all sarcasm aside, that's real shit. Like, why don't people understand that's actually real shit? Do the people know? Like the referees, the biomechanic engineer, fucking gurus that call these plays that are bang, bang, bang at 20 miles an hour with 20 pounds of gear on, understand how it works? Like, I don't think they really understand it. So, fuck, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's common sense. Like, any football play, the helmet, the head will have some sort of impact on the play. There's no way to just fully avoid it. I mean, we can't stretch our neck out to the left and just hit with all shoulder. Like, your helmet or your face mask is going to play a role. It's going to hit. So I'm with him 100%. I just wish that the league had some common sense. But JB, real quick though, before we go to this first commercial break, I know we kind of joked about it real quick, but I do want to kind of dive into it a little bit more. The Chuck Pagano video in the shout out. First of all, give us some context real quick. Who was he talking about in that particular clip? Was it a particular wide receiver? Was it one of the?
I'll be back. TikTok. It was UNLV. It was
the whole situation with UNLV. Got you.
I think there's 2. I don't know if Bailey, is there 2 videos of that? I'm not sure. There's also Bear Alexander. They were just talking about that whole
situation with got you. So I mean, on a serious note, shout out to you though. That is a big deal though. I think to have Chuck Pagano give you some love, show you some love, and
hey, Betty wants to show you both of them.
Let's show me full video. Let's get it.
As soon as the money's not there, as soon as we don't make the playoff, oh hell no, I ain't playing. I ain't risking my future on this.
Hell yeah or hell no. Brought to you by Bet Online.
Hey, fine. You know what you signed up for. I like JB's take on it. Coach JB, he had a really good take on it.
Okay, I can already hear it in my head. I can already.
You can tell isn't this what I say, though? Screw what he's saying about me. Shout out to Chuck. He's a great dude, great coach. I love him to death. Isn't this like the old school guy that I said is missing from the NFL?
100%.
Isn't this the guy and all these other guys? And this is the reason I say there is no more Chuck Pagano's pacing the sideline. There is no more Bill Parcells. There is no more. There's only a few. There's Tomlin. There's no more Belichick's. There's no more. You got a couple guys. Tomlin, Andy Reid, Vrabel. They wouldn't even give Vrabel a job, homie. Vrabel's not even like old. You got your MCDC in Detroit. Harbaugh now I would consider one of those guys.
Yeah.
Harbaugh in Baltimore.
Both Harbaugh.
You got a bunch of fucking like fairies with skinny jeans walking around this motherfucker. Ain't no kids to respecting them. Look at the video we did yesterday on the Dolphins. We did the whole thing on the Dolphins. They're talking about how soft they practice. They don't work out. They don't condition. They don't wear helmets at practice. And then we go out there and thinking it's 7-on-7 mentality. Last I checked, we still play with pads on. Until they take them off, I'm going to act as if I have the vicious intent to harm somebody with those pads. I don't understand why that's so difficult to understand now. And I don't understand why it's 7-on-7 mentality in a game played in pads when the winners actually play football on defense, hit you, and run the football on offense and hit you. And I don't understand why that's so crazy to understand. But we don't have no more Chuck Paganos. We don't have JBs. We don't have any of these guys floating around the league no more. And that's the number one issue. And they were trying to get rid of them. And look, it's transcending into college. Look at the college coach as well. They're hiring first-year guys in Freeman at Notre Dame. Shout out to Freeman for being the coach. But let's be honest. He's never coached before. Never been in that scenario. Never been in that seat. We're hiring more and more young first-year guys. And you know why? Because we want to cater to the kids in the NIL era, which we just saw leave your team in the week 3 of the season because you can't trust these motherfuckers. They will fuck you regardless of what you do. They will still fuck you for all the shit you break your back for, all the money and shit you give them, all the T-shirts you gave them off your back, all the shit you did in 3 in the morning when his baby mama got pregnant and you went and picked her up and blah, blah, blah. They still will lie to you. They'll still cheat, and they'll still fuck you over. That's why you don't trust these motherfuckers. But what do I know? But guess what? We're hiring younger and younger and younger, Smitty, so they can be their friends of these motherfuckers and not the coach of these motherfuckers. Take a listen.
Hard to hear it in my
Can you
head.
hear it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He went completely off, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. All the players not playing in bowls last year. And now something like this happens, and this guy thinks, okay, I put 3 games out there. I've got enough film on tape. These guys, promised me whatever. If that's like his motivation, the end all be all for that situation, or maybe it's like, okay, because they're already saying like next year he'll get 500 or he'll get 750, he'll get whatever.
But
he's
that
got
also
enough good tape out there.
Now, to be clear, in the current environment, that might be the most money he ever gets to play football, right? Shirt at UNLV, obviously starting quarterback and running back, I believe, after 3 games, 3-0, decide that they are going to transfer, utilize this redshirt year. It's like a business play. Quarterback said he was verbally promised $100,000 from an assistant coach. That never happened. They get $3,000. Allegedly, they were like, "Hey, what about that $100,000?" They said that ain't how this goes. They just got a couple million. They're undefeated. Can you give them $97,000 because somebody promised it? Did the person promise it? How was it? All this shit. Okay, it's currently happening right now. How do you feel about it, and what are your kind of thoughts on it?
I think we saw a bunch of players, right, like Florida State last year, right? They don't get into the, the playoff, and what happened with all their guys?
They didn't play. See ya.
They didn't play, and I don't know how you could be in a locker room with a bunch of teammates. That brotherhood. That's all we ever talk about, right? Is having each other's back. It's a brotherhood. But as soon as the money's not there, as soon as we don't make the playoff. Oh, hell no. I ain't playing. I ain't risking my future on this.
Oh, yeah, hell no. Brought to you by
Bet online, 5 Hour Energy. Go to 5hourenergy.com right now and get your drink. But he hit the nail on the head. And that's why we're actually in agreement on this one because, I can't defend that. I'm about players getting paid, getting your bag, getting your money. But at some point, you got to keep the main thing. And it's like, if you can't go out there and play, that tells me that you don't love your brothers, you don't love the game, you're in it for the wrong reasons, or you just forgot what your why was. Like I said, this was just a childhood, it's a child's game, y'all. We all played football. A lot of us played when we were, 7, 8 years old, pee-wee, or just outside in the streets. I couldn't afford to buy pads at first, so I was outside in the streets playing until I could afford it. So I was a late bloomer. I started playing in 8th grade because I loved it, and I was so bad at it that at first that it challenged me so much that it made me want to go hard. It taught me so many life lessons beyond just the field, and that's what really brought the love to the game. The money, of course, you're always thinking about that, and like in a big picture, like, I wonder if I can make it to the league and change my life and change my family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the only way to even get to that point is you got to play. And these players are so worried about the now with these NIL dollars that they're just sitting here and they're redshirting, they're transferring. They're spending more time in the transfer portal and more time redshirting than on the damn field. And someone has to tell them that. And I just think they got the wrong people in their ear. And this is where we're at.
Yeah. Pat should have me on to talk about this with Chuck. That would be a big video.
Let's text him. Let's text him and see if he can set up tomorrow or next week.
Nah,
he'll bring you on.
A lot of people get scared of me.
Just hit him up, bro. Life's too short, bro.
A lot of people get scared of me. You know what I mean? And I'll never ask you to go on your show. Let's be honest.
No, just be like, hey, it would be dope to have. I saw Chuck shout me out. It would be dope for to have me and Chuck talk about it. Just say that.
That's me asking. That's me again asking though, regardless of how you spin it.
But just put your pride to the side. Like it's okay. You're right. It would be a big moment.
I'd be the one engaged in the conversation though.
Yeah, but I just feel like sometimes
he would have to text me first.
I understand that's the perfect world.
He'd have to say, "Hey, JB, what's up?" And then I would, you know what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying?
I do, but JB, you and I could die tomorrow, homie. We could die tomorrow.
And guess what? Guess what I'm dying with?
What?
My motherfucking word and integrity. Take me away.
Yeah, what advice did you, I guess, you feel like I know you always thinking back to like, what would your grandpa tell you in this situation or that situation, this situation? In this current moment, what do you think grandpa or grandma would tell you, kind of a word of advice to handle this current situation right now when you think about just the landscape of what's going on and where you at, the level you are? What would they tell you right now in this scenario?
Look, let me tell you something. My grandmama used to say, you better live for the day because you might not be here tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you something. I look back on all this stuff. We done lost Frankie Beverly and Babe. We done lost Rich Homie Qua. We done lost what's the name for the Lion King? What's the king name?
James Earl Jones.
We done lost James Earl Jones. So let me tell you something. You don't never know when you go get your last piece of that good old stuff. So I'm gonna tell you something. I may not be as young as I used to be, and I may not get it in as much as I used to. But if I got me an opportunity to get me a nice little old tenderoni named Michelle. Oh yeah, Michelle. Oh boy, you got me reminiscing.
It was good.
But if I got me an opportunity to get me some old bumpy grind, I'm gonna get it. And that's
Michelle.
Live today because you may not be here tomorrow.
Let me ask you, bro. Last thing, before I know you're busy schedule, you got all kinds of shit going on. You're probably flying back and forth ESPN right now. And the Michelle girl that everybody you went viral for last night, we got a bet going on here in the studio.
Okay.
Over under. And you just got to give us over under. You just got to give us over under. You don't got to put her privacy out there because I know she said she private. We got an over under on this. How old was she on? 27. Over or under? We got.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Under. Now it wasn't no R. Kelly like under, but it was under, baby. Like them young. I like them young. When the younger they are, the more freaky they is. I like them nice and young. And she sure was. She was under. And even Ocho says she was fine. So when the news come out, because you already know it is, at some point, just know that Unc was getting it in with a nice young tenderoni under 27.
You got a foot fetish, Unc?
Do I got what?
A foot fetish.
Oh, boy, as much as I've been running, scoring all these touchdowns on these feet, I sure do. I love me some feet because my feet messed up. My feet look like LeBron James. So I sure do got a foot fetish. I love the way them old tenderoni feet look with no corns on.
I respect, man. Listen, I don't know why everybody going at you. I think it's a good look for you. Helps your shows grow. Club Shay Shay.
Of course, it's a good look. Look, all my merch is sold out. Everything nightcap is sold out. Everything on the website. You can't find nothing over there. So you done right. It's a good look. Now, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to go live. I'm not going to say that. I'm embarrassed by it. I am totally ashamed. But something good came out of an embarrassing situation, and I am sold out of my merch once again. So, I take it for what it is. I take that check.
I bet you will, man. I know JB thought you had set it up.
I thought it was fake.
He thought it was fake.
I'm gonna keep it real on here. I tried to go on IG Live and it takes a process. It's literally like 5 steps. I don't know how you just threw it on the bed and the motherfucker went live. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest.
I don't know, man.
Did you also win to Make a Millions? Because that shit had to be one of the most. You just throw it up, and that motherfucker hit live. There's just no way. Because I just went through 5 steps and I couldn't even get to live.
I don't. Well, maybe it was Mark Zuckerberg. Somebody did it. It wasn't me.
You don't think your homegirl Michelle might have set you up, homie? Like, I think that's my conspiracy.
Look, that's highly possible. You know, it could have been one of those situations where somebody, where she went live, and I didn't know she went live. So all I did is came home, took my clothes off, threw my phone on the bed. So unless Michelle went live and didn't tell me, and didn't let me know, or unless I got hacked because somebody else went live, I don't know how it happened. I'm just glad that they didn't show me.
Did you have a midget on his knees behind you guys?
Look. Hey, look, Uncle, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what went down and how it happened, but like I said, I'm just so glad it didn't have me on there, because I would have been way more embarrassed than I am now.
Last question for me: has your DMs been like popping even more in the last 24 hours? Like, have all the ladies been trying to get some piece of club Shay, a piece of unk?
Look, let me. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. This exclusive right here. Don't nobody even know this yet. I done got me an offer from Pornhub.
Are you kidding me?
Pornhub did offer me $1 million to go live and have sex and be sponsored by Pornhub. Now, I done told y'all this first. Don't nobody know that. So when it hit TMZ, when it hit social media, just know I said it right here with Smitty and Coach JB first.
Exclusive news. Exclusive.
That's exclusive news. And if you don't believe it, Google it after we hang up.
Well, man,
I got one last question. One last question, man, before we let you go.
Okay, Coach.
I heard the name Michelle.
Okay.
But I'm hearing some very, very interesting takes. I got a few friends over at ESPN that text me, and I gotta ask you, man. Did you just use the name Michelle, but the real name starts with an M as well, as in Molly Quorum?
Oh my God!
Was that Molly Quorum? Keep it real, is that Molly Quorum, homie? Was that Molly Quorum? Keep it real, was that Molly Quorum?
Come on now, hey, come on now. Now you being messy. Now you know that Stephen A. stuff. You know that Stephen A. stuff. You coming over here, you being messy now. Now you being messy. Now I'm not gonna confirm or deny, but I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. You try to give me a Stephen A. and I can't, and then you gonna walk off. You know you was wrong for that. Oh boy, you was wrong for that. You wrong for that, Coach. You asked me, y'all wrong, man.
Hey, as long as it wasn't mean at times.
No.
As long as it wasn't mean at times, I'm good with you.
Oh man.
That's funny, man.
You smoking weed, homie?
No, but you know what I got?
What?
You can't see me, huh?
Nope. What you got, homie? No.
What?
What you got, homie? Oh, shoot. Hurry up, Matt here. He got the old school Popeye. He got the. That's hard, homie. That's hard. I don't even. How do you even smoke out of one of them? That's gangster.
I don't know.
That's gay. Hey, first step, you got it. That's all that matters. I like that.
We're gonna do it. Bring up main man 0 to 60 pod CEO, owner of 0 to 60. The Lab, go check him out. Him and Bailey are killing it over there. All Colorado show every day on YouTube. Follow that around and subscribe today. He'll be back on later on today, I'm sure, to break down his UCF game, as him and I will do right now. Big Matt McChesney joining us.
What's up, my people?
What happened to our clapper, Bailey? What happened to our clapper? It's getting we're a little low key, what is it called? Ghetto. Because why do the guests clap themselves in lately? That's pretty sad. Smitty, I put it on you and Bailey.
What do you call it?
Debbie, somebody called us out the other day. We had a guest called Fred called you out. Fred called you out.
Homie, the white people do all the shit. You
called you out. Called you out, homie. What's going on, man? No. He called us out for not having the clapper when guests come on. Look at that, Matt.
That's badass, dog. Have you smoked some shit out of that yet?
Guess what I'm smoking?
What?
Reefer.
Blackbeard.
Oh, nice. You need to get some chronic.
Blackbeard. Nah, I'm never gonna smoke weed.
OG Kush. JB, you hit the blunt before.
Never in my life. I have never.
You've never smoked weed? That's your problem.
I went 27 years without trying it, and I came to LA, and I was like, all right, well, let's see what
happens. And then you were like, wow, this is awesome.
I tried it, you know what I mean? I'm more of an edible dude. I'm more of an edible dude.
Smitty's a follower, not a leader, so I get it.
I just tried it because I want to try it.
Time out. Weed's the best fucking thing ever invented by God ever.
I think it's the worst shit ever.
Well, if I didn't have it, everyone would be dead.
No, you need Xanax.
If you put it that way, then
you just need Xanax, motherfucker. Leave weed alone. Leave weed alone.
God for it.
All right, Matt. Here it is, Matt. Let's see.
Let's get the brass tacks.
Matt, you have 3 options. Matt, you have 3 words. You can only use 3 words. Then you can debate. Then you can cuss me out and debate me. When I use these 3 terms after the question or statement I'm about to make, you can only give me 3 of the options I give you. Travis Hunter will not be a great NFL player. Is that crazy, ludicrous, or batshit crazy? Go.
It's all 3 combined. It's the most ludicrous statement I've ever heard. Batshit crazy. You're fucking nuts. And you're grinning, so I know that you're full of shit. I know you don't believe me.
No. He's serious, Matt. We had a whole argument. Was it yesterday's show where JB came on and broke down why he said I love Travis Hunter in college, but he said that he's not great in any one thing, so he doesn't think he's gonna transfer. That's what he said. He said,
"Yeah." So here, Matt. Listen, I don't listen. I want to get your.
Are you doing this on purpose?
I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear to God.
Are you? I mean, I know you're a smart motherfucker, dog. Like,
I'm not. I think
if you were coaching Travis Hunter, he would be Superman and Batman and everything.
That's my point.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on, no. I never said I wouldn't. That's my point. Here's my thanks, Matt, and I'll let you speak right after this. He is the best football player in college, no doubt. I use him every day on my show as the #1 performer every single week. So, can people listen and not just hear what I've been saying? I've been saying it, so don't call me a hater and all this shit. He's the best football player in college football, period.
That's true.
Now, so don't say, oh, JB's hating on him. Bullshit. All I'm saying is when we talk about projections, I've said Shedeur Sanders throws one of the best deep balls in football. In my opinion, I think Shedeur throws the best deep ball in college football. I don't think he.
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I'm a real one now.
Dog. I'm so fucking proud of you, dog. Good job.
But he's a horrible quarterback.
Fuck you again. Fuck you again. Never mind.
Matt, take 1 step forward, take 5 steps back, huh?
No, I'm just saying he's not.
JB, never mind.
I'm saying that. Projecting. I'm projecting. He doesn't project to the NFL. Travis Hunter. Let's talk about Travis. Let's talk about the best college football player in the world, Travis Hunter. I don't think Travis, first of all, is not going to play both ways in the NFL. Okay, let's be honest.
Yes.
No, he's not. All right.
He's going to go to football on both sides and then be all pro on both sides.
I don't even want to debate you on that. What is he really going to focus on in the NFL? What is he going to focus on? That's what I do not see. I don't see it. You don't. I don't see one side of the ball, Matt, at the next level. He's very frail and small. He's not a great route runner. He's an unbelievable ball skill player. He's a ball skill. He is the epitome.
Pull the strings, Matt. Pull the strings, Matt.
Hey, hey, listen, you have all the time in the world to tell me I'm wrong, but I'm just telling you, he is not a finite route runner. He's not big enough to sustain the NFL at wideout for an entire season. And then at DB, Matt, he goes over and plays corner. He's too little. He's too small. And what is he going to do? He can't play safety. So is he a corner in the NFL?
Your hair's uneven.
Is he a corner?
Ugly.
Is he a corner every single snap in the NFL? No, he's not. He's a 7-on-7 prodigy that I believe is ruined the game. And I believe this is backyard football you see at Colorado, and he's unbelievable at it. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe he projects well to the NFL. I'm going to stand on business. I'm calling it now. So when he's in the NFL in 5 years or he's not, you're going to come on this show and say,
or he's not. Or he's not.
Go ahead. Why can't he? Go ahead. Tell me why.
Look, the fact that
gather your thoughts.
No, I've been thinking the whole time because I'm trying to figure out if you're just dangling a hook in the fucking pond because you.
No, I'm not really. Matt, you and I keep it real. We don't.
I know you though. Like I know, I actually know you. I'm not just like a guest.
Okay, Matt. But listen, tell the audience, Matt. In fairness,
you're full of shit. Yeah, okay. I'll tell the audience you're full of shit. Look,
hey,
and
hold on. No, you got to let the audience know. So they act like we sit there and call each other and say, hey, let's go viral today.
Oh, no, we never prepare for anything. I have no idea what we're talking about every day.
I never know. I'm the co-host.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I even tell Bailey, he's like, you want to know the rundown? And I'm like, nope, I don't give a fuck what we're talking about. I want actual response. So look.
Really?
I respect your opinion because you're you. Your cronies in the comments, you guys can suck it.
They're not members. They can suck mine too.
Oh my God, it's fucking ridiculous.
Same time, don't cross swords. We can't cross swords, but they
Travis Hunter is a unicorn. He is fucking special. I understand we only have the college sample size. I understand he's 20 years old. His frame is incredibly long. I think he looks pretty fucking big to me for both positions he plays. He's not a 6'6" like possession receiver. He ain't Sidney Rice. And he's not he's not Richard Sherman either, who thinks he's bland. So I don't know why when somebody reached this point where he's elite, so elite on both sides of the ball, no one's ever done what he's doing. He's a front runner for the Heisman, and now it's tear down time, right? So everyone's built him up, and everybody's fucking making sure that Travis feels good, and now everybody's trying to tear him down because I don't know. I can't put my fucking finger on it. I don't know why everybody can't just respect the fucking greatness that they're watching and how unique it is. And look, I know that this doesn't count, but as a guy who played defensive line from fucking 12 years old until I was 24, okay? All through college, never played offensive line, played a little bit in high school, but didn't have to because we had depth. And then had to change positions in a day and go start blocking Shaun Ellis and John Abraham and Dwayne Robinson and all the fucking freaks all over the NFL. Playing both ways is unbelievably hard. Like, I'm sorry, but if you've never done, I started games in the NFL on defense and on offense. So I've never done it at the same time. I've never played 120 plays in a game, like taking a drink and walking back on the field and playing. I think that it's so unique and he's so fucking good. He's not just doing it. Like the big white boy that plays for the Chargers, the ginger, what's his name?
Joel?
No, McLaughlin or something like that. He plays fullback and he also plays D-line. He's the first guy since the year 2000 to play 40 snaps of offense and 40 snaps of defense in the NFL at the same game in all 3 games. So there's versatility everywhere. It's a matter of allowing guys to maximize it. So to think that this fucking unicorn is going to walk into the NFL and whichever coach he goes to. Yesterday I was talking to Steve Atwater. I had him on the show. And, you know, he was like, look, he's incredible. I don't know if he's going to be able to play both ways. And it's not because he can't do it. It's because the NFL is set up to, like, put guys in boxes, right? So you're going to do this, and that's it. And we got to keep you healthy instead of.
But that's my point, right?
No, I don't think it is. You're questioning his talent and his size. You're not questioning how they're going to use him. And I think if you can't look, this is me talking to everyone. If you consider yourself an educated football person and you come at me with this narrative, I immediately think you are a fucking moron and you don't know what you're talking about.
You think
how can you? Yeah, and it goes for everyone. I love you, but fuck. Like, bro, this is unbelievable. Travis Hunter of all people, look, if he gets hurt, yeah, that's something different. If he gets Kajana Cartered, something different. When people are like, Kajana Carter's a bust, and I'm like, Kajana Carter had like 9 knee surgeries, dog, back off of him. If that happens, I got nothing to say. But to think that he's not going to get better with age and maturity, NFL regimen, NFL money, a chef, a fucking driver in his Bentley, all he's got to do is focus on him. He's a 4.0 student already. He doesn't party. He doesn't drink. He doesn't go out. All he does is ball. I think here's what I think. All pro on both sides of the ball, and he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires, dog. Travis Hunter is going to be the best football player that's ever walked the earth when he's done in 20 years.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's a fucking fact, and I'm not just saying it. Again, if people can think I'm a homer, and I am. I'm a total fucking homer for my Buffs. But let's be fucking real. And Bailey can go archive because I know he keeps everything, and we record this motherfucker. So let me ask, 3 years ago when they hired, or Prime, or 2.5, or whatever, however long it was, and they brought in Travis Hunter and Shador, did I not say the same exact fucking thing? Did I? Smitty, have I been beating this fucking drum since the minute it had happened?
When it comes to Travis and Shador, you said Shador might be the first round pick, probably be the first pick off the table.
Yeah.
Best quarterback in the country. Travis Hunter's a freak. He's going to win the Heisman. You've been
saying I'm not trying to fucking like do it because I'm if they played for UCF, I would think the same way.
Here's the thing, though. And I know you said, anyone said that narrative, you would say you're crazy. Well, here's the thing. I've selected guys out of high school that I knew were going to be NFL players. I did it many times. Jermaine Johnson's one of them. I got 28 of them in the league, so I think my eye for personnel is pretty good. So I think I have at least a real professional opinion on it, not like some slapdick out there. Here's the take.
Well, you mean the guys in your fucking comments?
Yeah, I'm not trolling either.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm just saying that
you're just fucking giving these dumb motherfuckers fuel, and they're running with it. Like, Travis Hunter isn't good. Are you just trying to
But you're a realist like I am. We got to be honest. There's no way he plays 140 fucking snaps in the NFL every game.
Well, you're not playing. You're not playing as many snaps in the NFL either.
That's what.
There's not as many snaps in the game.
But he ain't playing both ways. And I'll be honest. Like,
I disagree. I think he will.
Physicality wise, like just physique wise, like how does he handle that rigor? There's just no way. And what does he handle it at? Does he handle it at corner?
Give me a fucking break. You were in the league. You're telling me that when you get to the league, if you focus and you do things right, you don't get better? How do you get worse when you have an NFL strength training program and the best coaches?
Yeah. But he should be getting that too. He's at a Power 5 school. He should be getting.
He's getting it already, dog. He's a 4.0 student. All he does is lift. He plays every fucking play. He's the best defensive player on the field and the best offensive on the field every fucking time he walks on the field.
But you're telling me his body type can withstand the rigor of the NFL right now?
His body type is withstand the rigor up to this point.
I was born in the daytime and not fucking today.
Well,
you're gonna sit here and
tell me,
hey, just because you're a homer, just because you're a Colorado homer, you're not gonna sit here and tell me though.
You're not gonna get me, dog. You're not getting me to like get off of you and shit.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying, just because you already just said it. Of course you should be a homer. You're a fucking alum. I say it. I defend you all the time with that. You should. What I'm saying is, just because you are, though, you're not going to sway me to say, "Oh, JB, you don't think you're really not. You're trolling." I'm not trolling, homie. I'm telling you the real.
So let me ask you this real quick, JB. Would you be surprised or shocked if Travis Hunter has like a long, good career?
Yes.
Oh,
I can't take this seriously.
I know you can't. You can't take the goggles off. I get it.
Oh, you're right, dude. Okay, he's going to be a bust.
Dog, we get he's the best college football player. I don't understand why y'all don't listen. Like, I get it. I've been saying it every day, Smitty. Have I not?
Yeah,
he's not the best NFL player, though.
Listen, JB. Listen, we've had examples of great college players not translating to NFL. I understand that. I'm not saying it's just an automatic home run, but all I'm saying is based upon what we've seen right now to this point, I'm just, again, maybe I don't have the same vision as you as a coach. I'm a former player. I'm just not seeing what you're seeing. I'm not seeing, like, what have you seen beyond his size, his stature, that's telling you that you just told me you would be shocked that if he had a good career. Like, not like you said, that's a powerful statement. Like, shocked?
Well, because he's going to have to pick a side. He's not going to play both ways for fucking 15 years and equal what Matt thinks he'll be, the best Hall of Fame player ever. You can't. It's impossible. He's not going to play both sides and be the greatest player of all time.
Let's say he does pick a side, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, what side? What side is it, Matt? That's all I'm asking, Matt. That's all I want to know. What side is it?
Corner. You just asked me that question, actually. I would take him as a DB over a receiver in the NFL.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion.
Me too.
Okay, and that's that. See,
but I would also play him both ways all the time.
But would you? I get that too. But wouldn't it be like a Devin, like a Cordell Patterson? He'll come in and return, put him at running back a few times.
He doesn't play defense, dog. No.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, he returned game. He was in the return game heavy early on. Then he was on offense.
I just got to address something real quick. Look, all the people in the comments, to act like you know more than me about football and you're just sitting here talking shit is ridiculous. I'm getting fucking baited into this stupid-ass conversation because it's going to get clicks, okay? To actually think that Travis Hunter is not elite and that he's not going to go to the NFL with all that money and all the resources and just get better is ridiculous. So I'm not going to fucking play this game. I'm not going to get all pissed off. I'm not fucking yelling. And I'm not listening to this stupid fucking bullshit over here with these goddamn Cheeto finger covered fucking Red Bull pounding, Chicago backhand having in their mama's motherfucking basement right now.
Eating.
Shut the fuck up, man. This is ridiculous. Do you guys want to talk about football or do you want to try and get me to say some dumb shit about Travis? No, but I'm not going down. You're not baiting me into this, guys. Sorry.
Good. Let's move forward and talk about the actual game itself.
No, do you want to talk about the game?
Yeah, for sure. We got
you want to just get me on and say, Shador sucks, react. Travis sucks now, react. How about we talk about football?
No, we are. Well, I thought it was football. I thought it was a good conversation because I had an opinion. You had an opinion.
It's a good conversation if we're having a conversation. If you're just trying to get me to fucking react poorly so we can fucking have a fight and shit, I ain't doing that shit no more, dog.
No, I'm not.
We good. Big time game though. Colorado UCF. What's your take going on? Like, what's your initial? UCF runs that fast pace offense. It's in Florida. Big time game right here, man. I guess. What are your initial thoughts going into this week?
I think that the people in the comments should all go suck on a fucking tailpipe. I'm done with
Matt, Matt, you keep talking about you keep addressing yourself, homie.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep addressing.
Fuck him, homie. You just said you're not gonna be mad, homie. Fuck him. Move on.
I'm annoyed at this point. I ain't fucking mad.
Come on,
but look, I think UCF is a quality fucking football team. I think they're gonna really present a huge challenge for Colorado. KJ Jefferson is a bad man. All right, he's big as fuck. He's been in the SEC battles his whole life. Gus Malzahn's offense is perfect for him. Perfect. I also don't think that they played really anyone. Like TCU gave up 66 points to fucking SMU. They played New Hampshire and Sam Houston. So this is their first real test of a quality football team walking in 3-1. It's also CU's first real test on, can you handle a long road trip? Can you handle the weather? Can all the guys from down south in Florida handle being home they got their Wednesday? Can you handle the distractions? Is it going to turn into a road trip or a business trip? And then Coach Prime has to beat a team of substance, right?
Yeah.
He has to. He hasn't had a win against a team with a winning record up to this point. He's been close. They had Oregon State on the ropes. They had fucking Arizona on the ropes. They had USC on the ropes. But, losing one-loss games either teaches you or the other way. So,
let me ask you real quick. No, go ahead.
I think they've been learning and getting better. I think this is going to be an absolute dogfight. I don't see 15 points is a lot. Like that's a lot when you got Shador and Travis and Jimmy Horn and Wester and they've been making plays on defense. They're not, look, from a stat perspective, they're not great by any means, but Bentley and Hill Green, the two linebackers, are both pros. They're really good players. And if they just continue to buy into Livingston's system, I think they can get a lot better. But look, UCF presents a lot of challenges. It's really hard to win there. They have a ton of pride in their program. And let's be real, to say that everybody's Super Bowl isn't Colorado is ridiculous. To say that everybody's fucking favorite 30 minutes of your show every week is when I come on so everybody can argue and all the cronies can fucking complain is ridiculous. So everybody knows that Colorado sells tickets, just like I do. So let's be real. There's 100 recruits going to UCF this weekend. The ticket price is $160 a ticket or more. And that's because of CU, not because of UCF. So Colorado needs to remember that, and they need to play like that. So, look, I think it's going to be a fucking dogfight, man. I don't see a blowout by any means just because of the talent on the field on both sides.
I don't believe that shit at all. But anyway.
I know you don't, dog. Everything's Colorado related.
100 guys are going to UCF for Colorado to recruit. Listen, I heard Deion
that's
say
a fucking fact, dog. It's the recruiting coordinator.
Deion said it, homie. It wasn't a fact because he said it. Come on, man. So, gals,
I told you the UCF, dog. They're bringing it's the biggest recruiting weekend.
Homie, take your motherfucking goggles off for once, homie. Motherfucking Gus Malzahn ain't gonna have 100 motherfuckers show up on campus.
Do I not?
Gus Malzahn ain't gonna have 100 dudes on campus for Deion. Come on, homie. You kill me with that Homer shit, though, homie.
Right. I don't want to recruit this service. I can't pick up the phone and call UCF.
Come on, dog.
I don't place kids anywhere. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Everything he says, homie, is the gospel now. Everything he says is the gospel to you, homie.
Did I say anything?
Man. I can't sit back here and take this shit no more, homie. I can't just sit here and
doing a recruiting weekend.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to bullshit every day. One guy creates programs. One guy creates programs. One guy lives in mercenaries. One guy lives with mercenaries. One guy builds programs.
What the fuck are you talking about?
UCF builds programs. Another guy uses mercenaries. How fucking hard is that to understand, homie?
What is he talking about, Smitty?
What are you talking about? You got to yell too?
What are you talking about, motherfucker?
I just said, you said 100 recruits are going to UCF.
They've got 100 kids coming
in. And they're all from Colorado.
No, if they're going for UCF.
You just said they're all going for Colorado.
Calm down for a sec. I think we yelling so much we're not even hearing what we saying.
This is just fucking yelling bullshit. You motherfuckers don't want to talk about anything. You want to get me pissed off. You get click, click, click. Fuck this.
Man, you're out of your mind, homie. Stop saying that.
I'm out of my mind.
Motherfucker, you wanted to go on Whitlock, homie, for clicks. Miss me with your bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit because make you look good, homie. You and I been talking about this. Motherfucker, you better to go on Whitlock, homie.
Hey, JB.
Get the fuck out of here, homie. Fuck, get out of here. Get that motherfucker out of here, homie. I'm tired of these soft pussy motherfucking Colorado fans, homie. I'm tired of you motherfucking homer-ass motherfuckers. Don't bring that on my show no more, homie. That's on everything, homie. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You want to talk, I'm clickbait? Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. You begged me to do a show for clickbait, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I'm so fucking tired of you not being real about your fucking school, motherfucker. Bailey, don't bring him on no more, homie. You do my show or do his show. Fucking keep it real. This is a real motherfucking show. I'll do it with Smitty straight up. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You motherfuckers can't have a conversation thinking it's clickbait. Motherfucker, anyone knows me knows I ain't no fucking clickbait motherfucker, homie. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Your show's good because my show, motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. Give me a fucking break, homie. I'm out of here for a minute. I'll be back.
All right, man. Make sure I hit that like button, subscribe. I think we got Dr. Jesse Moore just joined the show, and I know that he only has a small amount of time. I think Jeff had jumped in too. Jeff will bring you in here in a second, but we got to bring in the doc first because he has a small amount of time. JB will jump back in once he has a second. But Dr. Jesse Morris, how you doing, my guy? Coming in looking good as usual.
We're doing well. Another day in paradise. Survived another hurricane, even though it didn't come close to us.
Well, it's always something going on in Florida, it feels like, when it comes to the weather, man. I forgot about. I'm glad. Seriously, I am glad you and the family, everybody's okay, man. That's crazy.
I thankfully I live in Miami and not on the west coast of Florida, where we got hit, mostly hit this past week. But crazy injuries this week, like crazy.
Another crazy week, man. That's why we got to bring you on going into this weekend. I guess we can start with last night's game just because it's so fresh in everybody's mind. We saw Malik Neighbors look like he went out with a concussion. We saw Micah went out with, I think what they're calling now is probably a high ankle sprain. But just give us a little bit more insight on those two and any other injury that might have happened throughout that game that I might have missed.
So overall, pretty good game. Unfortunately, the Giants just couldn't get into the end zone. I think that was the difference maker. You saw Malik, kid's a stud, right? Even targeting and forcing the ball. They had him in pre-snap motion, I think 10 different times, and he got the ball like 9 of them, which was pretty bananas.
Yeah.
We saw Micah Parsons, unfortunately, as he was trying to rush the passer, one of the guys who was landed on his foot, kind of like his foot was this way, and he kind of landed on it.
Yeah.
A little bit of stress to the ankle, to the knee, but usually it's more stress to the ankle, and that was pretty much what they were looking at. They had his shoe off. Left high ankle is likely what it's going to be. X-rays were reportedly negative, which means it's probably a grade 1, which is still annoying, but if you were to have one, this is probably what you'd want. Whether or not he's going to be able to come back in, we'll say 10 days is a separate discussion. But it could have been a lot worse. But these are frustrating injuries. These are prominently rotational injuries. So then he's trying to cross his body with his feet planted. He's not going to be able to do it, which is why it's so painful. Malik, he had a monster game. That kid is just a beast.
He's a beast.
When he was on the sidelines trying to make that beautiful catch, I think it was on 4th down. He just didn't catch it, but I think it was Diggs on him. And when he landed, he's trying to catch the ball, so he can't protect his body.
Right.
And if you saw earlier in the game when he was smiling, he had his diamonds in, but I didn't see a mouth guard. So a lot of times, like coach was talking about the other day, without the mouth guard, you lose some of that, and you can go and that can cause some trauma. But obviously him not being able to block his fall, plus him not being able having a guy on top of him, at least on the side of him, to add a little bit of extra force. And remember, turf is concrete underneath, so there's no give. There's really not a whole lot of play. So when he just hit and his jaw kind of bounced, and that's all she wrote. So you saw him then take him off, get evaluated pretty quick. It was probably pretty obvious, and you could see he did not have his helmet, which tells you that he did have a concussion. And then they just took him off. To my knowledge, that we know of, I reviewed his history. He did not have a concussion up to date, so this may be his first one.
Yeah,
which is cool. Maybe he had one in high school or something that we don't know about, but in general, he has an increased chance to return for week 5 because of the timing of it. They're playing in Seattle, so maybe that plays a role. But in general, I think I'd say he got lucky, but any concussion is severe, and sometimes they're unpredictable, but they're all unique. And in general, I think there's maybe a 70% chance he's able to play in week 5. But the more important thing is to make sure he progresses through the protocol and he's able to clear it. We saw this week Devonta Smith and Trey McBride are not going to be able to clear the protocol. Neither have entered what I call stage 4, which is doing partial practice. So neither have made it there yet, and it's Friday, and therefore it's not possible for them to do a partial practice and then on another day do a full practice and then get cleared, because today's the last practice of the week for Sunday games. So therefore neither will be able to have time. Adding a little bit more, AJ Brown hasn't practiced yet as well. He's dealing with that hamstring strain that he suffered a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to probably go either. And also, they have a bye next week, so I think they're just being smart. We're going to have to pick up the pieces with Saquon, with Dallas Goedert, and a couple other people that are they're going to fill in, but they're going to lose their top 2 guys. Jalen might have to run a little bit more. Maybe the kid they got, Dotson, the kid they got from Washington, maybe he can help out. Again,
hey, Doc, what up, Doc?
What's going on?
Hey, I appreciate you hopping in. I know we got fucking loaded guests all day, so I appreciate you fitting us in. Where I know you guys talked about neighbors and shit already. Where are you at right now compared to last year? Just before you get out of here, as far as last year to this year, week 3 or week 4, wherever we are now, injury wise.
I have to look, to be honest with you, but I feel like you were a little
Just
bit
like off the head. Like, do you see worse injuries today, or is it the same?
I think it's more.
More.
I think it's just more. I wouldn't say worse. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people injured, so I think it's just the volume. I put my list. I tweeted it yesterday. It looked like it was just naming players, but I was actually naming injured players, and it was 65, 66, somewhere on there. It's in the 60s, and this is just quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and only the guys that are relevant. And those aren't including the guys that are already on IR. So, like, it's a lot of people. And yesterday we added about 4 or 5 more between Bijan, with the shoulder. We have, Kamara should be okay. There's just so many guys. It's kind of silly at this point. Devontae Adams popped up with a hammy. Nico Collins popped up with a hammy. So Houston's going to be a little. They won't have Joe Mixon, and they won't probably have Dameon Pierce. So we're pretty much depending on, and they won't have Tank Dell. So they're pretty much depending on Stephon Diggs, probably maybe Dalton Schultz, Cam Akers, and then some of the lesser, maybe John Mechie can get a little love this week. But yeah, there's a ton of injuries. I think I keep going back and forth on whether or not they're going to play Jordan Love. I feel like if he was going to play, they probably would have already announced it, but maybe they're doing it for game planning purposes. He'd be fine if he plays this week. He's got a tough matchup, so maybe it would probably be in their best interest to sit this week. But, I think either way, that could go either way. I think there's a chance he plays. Skylar Thompson could also play. Probably not the best idea, but he could probably play. Russell Wilson's pretty much on the back burner right now. Mahomes will be fine with his ankle. Andy Dalton tweaked his ankle, but it's nothing big. There's a couple other quarterbacks, but those are the main ones that come to mind off the top of my head so far.
Hey, Micah Parsons walked off not in a boot, but limping last night. Is he someone to watch?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance he'll have a high ankle. Does he have so he doesn't have a boot on.
Nah.
And that may be just his pride. But he should be wearing one, in my opinion. You can see he's obviously favoring it. I mean, he looks like he's, drunk or got a wood peg leg or something.
Hey, real quick before our next guest comes on, where do we have Kenneth Walker?
Give me 1 sec. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Joe's here upstairs.
Okay, I'll be up in like 5 minutes. Okay.
Kenneth Walker Jr., real quick before you get out of here.
So he got a Monday night game. He got back on the practice field limited yesterday. I think they're heading in the right direction. If he does play, he's probably going to split carries with Charbonnet.
And A.J. Brown, back? A.J. Brown? No.
No, they have a bye next week. They're being careful.
And Herbert?
This is them being stupid, in my opinion. They got lucky last week with his re-injury. I have a feeling he's going to play, but he shouldn't.
And with no Slater and no Alt?
Ooh.
Hey, Doc.
If he makes it through the first half, I will be astonished.
Who's the Chargers playing this week?
Picture of Chris Jones in his face.
Hey,
it's his chief week, duh. Oh,
hey,
damn, that's
Doc,
dangerous.
as you exit here and enjoy, I hope you enjoy the weekend. I know it's flooding down there. I don't know if you're in it or not.
He's safe. You missed the beginning, Coach. It didn't hit where he's at, thank God.
I'm actually going to see Dion and Shadur and Travis Hunter tomorrow.
Oh, UCF.
I'm going to the UCF. My wife's an alumni, and I'm an associate professor there. So we're going to the game tomorrow.
UCF beat my ass in the bowl game years ago, but Blake Bortles was there way back in the day. So, yeah, they killed us.
You played at Ball State though. That wasn't.
I played him in the bowl game, homie.
Hey,
OG coach.
Hey, Doc, hey, man, I love you. I appreciate you jumping on here and giving us some insight before we get out. But basically, this Charger O-line is the Staley O-line that he had.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'll see you Tuesday, man, with all the updates. I appreciate you.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Man, let's bring in our
guest to another. My main man, Nasty Nadu, is joining the show right now. Got that grin on his face.
JB and Smitty, how are you?
Smitty,
right now, right out the gate though, because I had an argument. I got another argument, and I'm going to remove myself because you know why? Jeff has a beef to pick with Smitty, and I want to see it live.
No, I didn't understand this comment he made. Can we get this on the screen? Bailey, do you have this tweet
1
of
second,
his?
he said 1 second.
Twitter boy was working hard yesterday.
Yeah, I'm out. You guys argue. And Smitty, I better have the same energy I had.
I'm just curious about this take. I mean, maybe you can explain.
He texted me yesterday, said something about Twitter boy. I was like, Twitter boy. I know. Yeah.
JB called you that the other day on the show.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So you made a comment yesterday about someone, and I'm just trying to understand like some context behind it.
Okay.
And maybe people will be like, "Oh, this isn't that big a deal," but I mean, maybe you can explain.
Well, once I see it, I'll know you're talking about.
I did tell Bailey about this. I don't know if he has it. So
Said 1 second. I'm gonna kick back and watch. Oh,
so explain this.
When healthy, one of the all-time great talents.
What is that? So what does all-time great mean to you?
Talents.
Okay.
All-time great talents.
Okay. Does that mean he's a top 50 player ever? Because if so, that's nuts.
Talents. That's the key word.
Well, what does that mean? Drazen Petrovic would have been a great talent, but he died.
Jeff. I didn't put when healthy one of the all-time greats. If I put a period
but
after
Smitty,
great,
the truth of the matter is, when healthy, Derrick Rose is not a top 100 player of all time. Not even close. He's not even a top 50 player in the NBA.
When healthy, I think you're bullshitting. He's the youngest MVP in NBA history. The explosiveness, the athleticism. He was the leader of that Bulls.
But here's
the Bulls ain't been. That was the first time the Bulls have been relevant since Jordan.
But let me ask you, this is where I get off the boat with some people, because I made a comment like a few months ago. LaShawn McCoy had a really good season or two, similar to Derrick Rose. And you were the same person that, oh, he wasn't Adrian Peterson that year. 1 or 2 seasons is not but 1 or 2 seasons is not an indicative of a career. Derrick Rose was a nice player, but when it's all said and done, 20 years from now, he's just another guy.
He got injured 100%. I'm understanding that.
Smitty, there are a lot of guys that if they got injured, there's probably a lot of great players that never made the NBA. But
we don't know those motherfuckers though, Jeff. So we're not talking about. We're talking about Derrick Rose, who we know, who's an MVP, a guy who had a great Bulls team, which he was a leader on, and that was the last time the Chicago Bulls was even relevant. Is when he was on that team. All I literally said was he's an all-time great talent. I didn't say when healthy he was an all-time great. That's the difference. The word talent.
I guess what I'm trying to ask.
For example, Justin Herbert right now is one of the best quarterback talents in the NFL. Is he one of the best quarterbacks? No, because he hasn't shown that yet. But talent-wise, he has all the ingredients and makeup, and he's shown flashes to me to be that. The difference between Derrick Rose, though, we actually saw him be elite. We saw him be an MVP in the same league during the same time LeBron James was in the league. Kobe Bean Bryant was still balling in the league.
Yeah, no, I get.
He was the most valuable player.
I get you. But what I'm trying to understand is, what does all-time great mean? Like, does that mean he's a top 100 player? Because if so, he's not.
He was a player that we've never really seen before. The skill set.
Isn't that the idea of, like, Coach made a point one time that if you don't play, that's as bad as whatever. Like, we don't know.
That's availability. We always say that.
Yeah, I think it's a bust. If you
don't play, look at Russell Westbrook. Would you say Russell Westbrook is an all-time great? You have to.
I think from a standpoint of, like, if you take away like winning on stuff, absolutely. I've always liked him. I think he's a 3-tool player. He does everything. A lot of people don't like him.
Numbers crazy, average triple-double, all that stuff, right?
Right.
So I look at Westbrook and I look at, and I think he's the best comp just in recent years, recent history. I think if we saw Westbrook's trajectory, I think at bare minimum, now I think Derrick Rose would have been better, and I love Westbrook. I think Derrick Rose had more tools to his belt. I think he was a better natural shooter, jump shooter, could do a little bit more. But I think at bare minimum, we see that type of trajectory. We would have saw that with Derrick Rose. That's just my opinion. Obviously, we never know.
No, sure. I just don't think a few seasons. I've made this comparison before, and I always go back to it. If Drazen Petrovic didn't die in a car accident, he would have been the greatest shooter of all time. That's what we were seeing. That was his trajectory, right? We didn't. He died, right? I just don't think we can assume he would have been great if he wasn't injured. To me, again, when I think back over the last 10 years, was he a good player? Yeah. But I think over the last 10 years, if you put him in the top 50, you're crazy. Did he have 1 or 2 good years? Yeah. He was the MVP for 1 year. I guess I was just trying to add some context. this whole blowing it up and it wasn't that big a thing. I was just curious what you thought.
I didn't know what I said. I said because Jeff hit me up last night with a text. I said, "What the hell?" I said, "Maybe I said I know we talk shit on this show." I said, "Maybe I said something crazy about Jeff."
Here's one where I will say one thing on that other subject that just happened. I will say one thing. He's not wrong when he talks about some of these fuckers in the chat. He's not wrong. Some of you motherfuckers don't know. I mean, you just pick at people, and I get where he's coming from there. That's
true, but y'all gotta do a better job, in my opinion. Because listen, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I go to people to chat. We know. Coach JB has as well, but I think me and JB have gotten way better. Stop taking this chat so fucking serious.
Oh, I don't.
Because
people,
they know Jeff, you're gonna get mad.
No, but Smitty, listen,
purposely gonna say something to get you going.
I've been doing this since 2009. Yeah. None of these motherfuckers would say shit to me. They wouldn't. Because no one does. It's not that serious to anybody, right?
Right.
No one's going to come up to you like, fuck you, bowl cut.
Hey, remember, though, we built this on the realest show. We're always going to holler at the regular folks. We're the random, random.
Of course, no, I'm not saying ignore. Like, we have fun. I'm just saying, don't let it get to you, JB, to a point where you really, like, fucked up and, like, oh, my
If it gets to me, that means I can't sleep on my yacht at night. I don't think it gets to me.
And by the way, TPB, you're right. I don't know sports. I don't think there's any. I don't give a fuck about sports. I pick games, and I'm better than you at it. So that's all we need to know.
Hey, by the way, the nobodies that talk on Twitter and social media and the ones that aren't members here, they are nobodies for a reason. So I love to give the nobodies who go home and have to jack off each other and fucking. I love to give them some optimistic, futuristic ideologies, like Smitty loves to say. I love them to go home and have some optimistic futures about themselves. They all shouldn't just go and absolutely off themselves like they should. No, they're nobodies. Let's dive into some football now. Real quick, Jeff, right out the gate. We talked last night. Your takeaway with Thursday Night Football. Is Thursday Night Football really bad, or is all football bad and we just get to focus on one game on Thursdays when we get to see 12 on Sunday? They're all the same to me.
Yeah, I think the Thursday night product's rough. I really do. I don't think
solo shot, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's another thing. I just don't think we should continue it. It's you guys played, you'll tell me. I don't think a player is always able to play every week, let alone Thursdays. By the way, did you guys notice the number last night? The whole world was on the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest field goal kicker ever missed a 50-yard field goal to cover the number. I'm not saying sports are fixed. I would never say that. It's just, it is very interesting. And I'll tell you what, it almost looked like he hooked that thing on purpose. I'm just saying. It looked like he kicked that a certain way. Just saying.
Really?
Listen, I've watched a lot of games. I've been on games with some of you fuckers in the chat were in your fucking mother's womb. That looked a little weird. That looked egregious to me.
It's a little off, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
And there was a lot of money on that game. A lot of people had Dallas. Do you guys realize underdogs getting more than 5.5 points are 15-2 this season so far against the spread?
Damn.
That's a lot of underdog money, and that's a lot of people that are betting these games losing. So,
hey, Jeff, I know Sunday we'll have our NFL show with Shaun Salisbury. He'll be back from the Walking Wounded.
We killed it last week.
Last week you virtually hit every first slate, and I think I missed one in the Texans. This week we'll dive into that Sunday. But college football, it starts tonight. Miami Hurricanes. Steve Kim is there on campus. He is there watching them play. Sean King, who comes on right after you today, he thinks they're on upset alert. Could you agree or disagree with that?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's hard to bet into them, man. They have been rolling 52 points a game, one of the best offenses in the country. They're going to throw. Virginia Tech, the only team they played of note so far was Wake Forest. Or sorry, not Wake Forest, Virginia.
Yeah.
Or who was it? It was Virginia Tech or Vanderbilt. They played one really good offense so far, and they lost. I think they gave up 35. I don't have it in front of me. But either way, it doesn't bode well against the best pass offense in the country. Would I say they're an upset alert? No. I think that Virginia Tech could cover, but I'm not looking to bet into that offense, to be quite frank. I think they could be 41-17, curb stomp time. I'm not stepping in front of Cameron Ward. By the way, who's the favorite right now to win?
I think they played Vandy.
They played Vandy.
That's who it was. It was a V team. I knew that.
And Vandy covered my Missouri take.
They did. They should have won, and they scored 34 against this same Virginia Tech team. I just don't know Virginia Tech's ready for this type of offense. This is a really good football team on offense, man.
Nah, they are. I know. What other games stick out to you? It's a better slate this week than last, in my opinion. You got some rivalries that aren't really. This is the thing. This is why I think football's watered down, and I'm going to break it down the best I can right now with all these takes that I give. Michigan State, Ohio State plays this week. And now there's already a narrative out there that this is Jonathan Smith's rebuild first year, and it's gonna get ugly. When did we ever discuss this back in the day? Every year, it doesn't matter about the coach and the pro. There was culture. There was people that couldn't just mass exodus and lose 80 players over a fucking spring and a fall. And guess what? It was still going to be a pretty competitive game regardless if they had a new coach or not. Now, a coach leaves, 80 kids leave. You bring in new 80 kids, and now we give an excuse as to why it's going to be a blowout. This is why football is watered down, and there isn't parity. This isn't parity. This is football being watered down because every year it's a new excuse as to why your program, you fanboys, have an excuse for because of the fucking rules and how it's regulated. This is why I mean by watered down, Jeff. Michigan State, Ohio State should be every year a big-time fucking rivalry game. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be a fucking excuse as to why it's a blowout. And we have a few of those on the slate this week. What games stick out to you?
Well, I'll tell you what, this has not been a game for a long time. You got to go back to 2018, the last time Michigan State lost by 20 or less to Ohio State. This has not been a game for a long time. I wouldn't have any.
And I wasn't just particularly talking these two teams, but you get my point. Like, there's always excuses now about all these teams now every year. Like, you know, this year was Michigan. They just won the Natty. Oh, well, we're rebuilding. We lost guys. Fucking, that's what college football is.
Yeah, right. No, it's
and
this is why, you know, I don't want to go on this kind of way with what I'm talking about. But I look at like last night with Army. They're probably one of the only true college football teams left, Coach, aren't they? I mean, they get 4-year kids. They run an offense that's interesting to watch.
Navy, Air Force, and Army are the three.
Those teams, the military schools. That's about it. As far as games this week that I have some interest in, I'll go straight to a couple of big games as far as news. Colorado UCF. Look, I think Matt McChesney is right in the fact that 15 was too many points in this one. That said, it's a public dog. Public dogs usually get crushed. I think the question is who stops who in this game. I mean, for as bad as Colorado looks at times offensively, and remember, we just talked about Army and Navy. You know who the #1 rushing offense in the country is? UCF, 360 yards a game. That's fierce. But that said, UCF.
If I rattle some games at you, can you just real quick give everybody a synopsis? Because I'm going to ask you a question with each of these games that I think are fascinating.
But yeah, I don't know who stops who in Colorado UCF. I'll just say that. Go ahead.
Kentucky, Ole Miss. Kentucky have any shot at being in this game in the fourth quarter?
I don't think they do. Who's gotten anywhere near Ole Miss so far? Look, I think Kentucky's an offense stuck in the 90s. Look, I know they stuck with Georgia. I think a lot of people are going to buy in here and just think, oh, okay, I'm in. Ole Miss, I'm just going to say it, is way better than Georgia on offense. Ole Miss is the best offense in the country. They just are. Yeah. And they're some of them receivers they have are high level. Jackson Dart's my guy. I have him 13-1 to win the Heisman. I think they pummel Kentucky. This one's down to 15.5. I'll lay it all day there.
Michigan, Minnesota. Does Michigan stumble after a big SC win? And does Minnesota realize they can't throw the football, load the box, and make Michigan pass it now that SC's giving them the recipe? Do they stumble, or does Michigan use that momentum game against SC and roll Minnesota?
A lot of guys I know in the gambling circle have this a coin flip game. They think it's a lot closer than the number indicates. I agree. I think Minnesota can keep this game close. I think they run the football. They have a good defense. Michigan can't throw the ball. The truth of the matter is Minnesota's got a better quarterback than Michigan. They just do. I thought this was kind of a game where you slip up. two teams that aren't going to score much. The total's 35. I had it like 17-13, 20-13. I'll take the 9 points.
Hey, speaking of that, your former employer, Dave Portnoy, came out and said, "I'll give $3 million for a Michigan quarterback."
Every year he said he'll get the quarterback.
That's a damn good quarterback for that.
That's not what the kids would call that no cap, right? He's really serious, right?
Oh, 100%. Dave don't lie about shit like that. And you know what? You look at a guy like Nico at Tennessee. I think he's getting $1.9 million. He'll give you $3 million. He'd get the top quarterback in the transfer portal. I want to talk about that game, Fresno and UNLV. I mentioned, I think the other day, I like Fresno in this football game. I like Fresno, to be fair, with Sluka. There's a thing about Sluka that we need to understand. He doesn't throw the ball, right? This is a rush offense. Bob Chesney, the coach there, when he was at Holy Cross, they ran the football. It's the same offense at UNLV. They're a little bit more higher level. That said, they're still going to run the ball. Haj Malik Williams, the backup, I'm not running the back. I don't think he's a particularly strong quarterback either. Fresno's got the better quarterback. I think they're really good, to be quite honest. I think they should be a favorite in this game. I like Fresno.
I'm a Barry Odom guy. I think this team rides the wave of all the adversity and everything, and I think they beat Fresno, the best team they've played so far other than KU, who seems to be proven that they're not a good team this year. Louisville, Notre Dame.
Sluka is out. I'm aware Sluka is out. What do you guys think? I don't want to watch any. I know he's out.
I don't know.
Louisville, Notre Dame.
Louisville, Notre Dame. Where are you at with this game? Because I like Brom in Louisville. I think you do too. I think
this is a tough one to bet on. I feel like
I think Louisville is going to be the team that beats Miami later. But right now, is Notre Dame rolling since the loss to the mid-major, or are they a team that Louisville is going to go in there and stomp out?
Well, in a similar situation last year, Louisville fucked them up last season. Louisville beat them by double digits. I think this is a better Louisville team, and I don't think this is as strong a Notre Dame team. I don't really know what to make of Notre Dame. I mean, they looked good against A&M. They then lose to Northern Illinois, who then lost Northern Illinois to Buffalo, and then Notre Dame backed it up with 2 big wins. I leaned to Louisville. That said, I liked it at 5. Then it was bet up to 6. Seems like a lot of smart money's come in on Notre Dame here. It's tough to go in there and win, but I still lean Louisville at that number. I had a hard time getting behind Notre Dame. So, yeah. As far as somebody said, real quick, I just want to address UNLV, that they're not a rush offense. Keep in mind, 4th in the country in rushing play percentage at over 73% each play. Not a rushing offense, though. Got it.
Hey, these guys know everything. They have 2 All-American wide receiver types out there that they couldn't get the ball to anyway. They got 2.
Coach, listen, you're not going to UNLV as a high-level receiver.
Yeah, they got it. They got a guy at UNLV that can't get him the ball. He's a big-time player. They can't get him the ball. Hey, real quick, money-wise, if you're a bettor, would you bet money on a very intriguing matchup, in my opinion, A&M, Arkansas? Would you bet money?
I'll tell you what, I like Taylor Green, the quarterback at Arkansas, a lot. He looks really good in that offense. It seemed like, and I heard Matt mention, he was right as well. KJ Jefferson's perfect for Gus Malzahn's offense. I think this offense that Arkansas runs, Taylor Green seems very outfitted for it as well. Jackson's a great running back, that kid there. I like Arkansas. I don't know that Texas A&M could keep up with an Arkansas type team. Haven't been that impressed with A&M. I told you guys last week, Bowling Green, that's a decent MAC football team. They've held tough. Now, Ball State, on the other hand, guys, Ball State, they are the worst rushing defensive. Did you see my tweet, Smitty? I think you should get up back on that defensive line. Maybe you can help them a little bit. They're giving up 8.8 yards a carry, I think. That's horrible. Coach, how bad is that? 9 yards a carry.
That's what Smitty was at Ball State's rush defense. All right, last thing, Alabama, Georgia. Where you at?
Oh, I've said before, I'll say it again. I really love Alabama. I have them very large to make the college football playoff, -105. I think they win this game, but I think a lot of people are going to look at it and say, wow, I can get Georgia under a field goal. I'm in. It's rare you get Alabama as a home dog. Kalen DeBoer is terrific. He's not Kirby Smart. That said, give me Jalen Milroe over Carson Beck. I think it's a really tough game to call. I don't bet games like this a lot of the time. I lean Alabama, though.
Hey, Shaun King's coming in to end it with you. I know he's got some picks. I wanted to ask him.
Well, I will say, and he mentioned this to me. I think he had Arkansas last week, I believe.
I did.
and that was a winner.
Hey, where you guys at? Where are you two at with?
Terrible game to watch, but I did catch
Yes, it was.
Hey, where are you two at with this Illinois game? I find it intriguing. Does Penn State roll them, or is Illinois for real?
What's that spread, Jeff? You got that in front of you?
Well, listen, they're 17.5-point underdogs. Here's the thing. I like both.
19.5. ESPN's at 19.
Oh, wow. I have to look into that then, because I haven't looked at this line recently. That said, here's the problem. Penn State against these types of teams generally blows them out. I like Illinois, but I have to wonder, has he seen a defense quite like this on the road? When you look at Penn State and what they've done, it's impressive year after year against teams like this. That said, Illinois, beating Kansas doesn't really do much for me. Beat Nebraska, that was impressive, but Penn State's like a 10x better team than Nebraska. They're a top 10 group. Their quarterback and offensive coordinator seem on the same page. It's about where I'd put the number, so I didn't have much on this one. Gun to my head, at 18, I'd lean Illinois, but I'm not on it.
I always take the points with Illinois in these kind of games because of their pace of play.
Yep, they're going to take the air out of the ball.
Kind of drags you into, sort of like the Giants drag the Cowboys into this dink and dunk, 10-play drive kind of game. That's what Illinois does. It's tough to cover these numbers against a team like Illinois, but we'll see. Penn State is better. This coordinator's the first hire James Franklin's got right on offense in a long time.
Yes, it is. He's very good.
Jeff was high on him on defense, and it was like, I can't pick him to win a real game. James Franklin just struggles to win big-time games late in seasons, and then their offense struggles.
But see, the problem is this is not – I mean, Illinois is a worthy favorite, and they're going to take them seriously, obviously. But Penn State's got bigger fish to fry, and that's where I have concerns with the back door being open here. Last year, Penn State went up big in this game. Illinois kind of chipped back, and they were going in to score a touchdown to cover the spread. They ended up throwing a pick, but I need a full 60 out of Penn State here. And the good thing is they've done it against the Kent States. They're scoring with a minute to go. This is where it gets a little tougher. I thought the number was about correct here, so it was a pass.
Hey, Jeff, real quick, before you get out of here, there's two games I want to ask you about: Oklahoma State, K-State, and
yeah, I'm out on Oklahoma State. I'm done with this team. They can't run the ball with Ollie Gordon. The offensive line looks like a mess. And K-State, they had a really bad quarter again. Before you knew it, 10 minutes later, they were down 31, 38-9, whatever it was. BYU was really up for that game. And, Coach, you mentioned, I think you like that team. The problem that K-State has, though, is I don't trust their quarterback. I think he's a good running quarterback. The jury's still out on whether he can throw. That said, this isn't a good Oklahoma State defensive line either. K-State back at home. I like the culture there a lot. Kleiman's a great coach. I would lay the number here with K-State.
This is my biggest play for Saturday. I think K-State rolls Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it's a great spot for them off a loss.
Where you at on the West Coast? To my West Coast fans, real quick, does Utah hit a bump in the road versus the Arizona team that can score points? Is this gonna be the Arizona team that can't score against a good Utah defense like they did against K-State, or is this the Arizona team that can put up 50?
Yeah, they've been really disappointing to me. I think they've been disappointing since the beginning when they gave it 40 to New Mexico.
Yeah,
that's the issue they have. It's twofold. They can't move the ball against a good defense, and until they do, I can't bet them. Throw in the fact Utah can move the ball. They can't stop anybody. Arizona showed me a lot in that game against K-State. That was concerning when they scored 7 points in the first quarter, didn't score again. Remember, too, though, they're off a bye, so maybe they got some things worked out. They have the ability, but you can just double McMillan. Who else is going to beat you? That's the problem they have there. So yeah, I'm not looking to bet Arizona right now.
Yeah, interesting. Jeff, Sunday we got the NFL show. We're gonna kill it. I know you got a lot of shit going on. Follow the Sit Down Crime Pod on YouTube and TikTok. Follow Jeff, and he's one of the best bettors out there. He was perfect last week in the first game slate. Sunday, 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern, for the best NFL pregame show on Planet Earth with Shaun Salisbury. So join us then. Jeff, enjoy the weekend. Have some beer.
Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Before you go, I'm waiting on the scratches. I'm going to text you a horse. I think I like a horse.
All right. Well, I got to bet that.
Derrick Rose, all-time great talent. All right, then, Jeff, you have a good enjoy your weekend.
I was just trying to get some of your clarification. But that said, he is not anywhere close to being a top 100 player of all time. It's just not true. And if you think it, you don't know shit about basketball.
Talent. All right, then, Jeff Nadu.
I'm a great bettor. What does that mean? I mean, a lot of people are good at things. What does that mean? Talent. They're in the NBA. They're all talents.
Have a great weekend, Jeff Nadu.
I loved your calm. I loved your guys' calm reaction. Like Matt and I. It was almost the same as Matt and I.
Hey, can we speak on something right quick?
Please say it, Shaun. Thank you.
No, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Say it.
I was in the background there, JB. Where are you at, JB?
He can hear you. He can hear you.
Oh, and it was brought to my attention that Ball State has a bottom 10 rush defense in all of college football. So I didn't want to just brush over that and fly over that stat. You know, I did want to address it because, you know, on here, JB, we get a lot of, you know, Ball State's a big-time program. Like, you don't want to go to Muncie. Just an update on the program, status of the program. That's all I wanted, Smitty.
At the end of the day, Tulane and Ball State will be at the exact same location come December on the damn couch watching the bowl game.
We will be in a bowl game.
They're gonna both be on the couch watching the other games.
Shaun gave us an update on Ball State.
I ain't gonna lie, JB. I thought he was about to come at you, and he came at Ball State.
But we're like this.
Put your fist down, you white. Don't do that with him, Shaun.
All right, Shaun, we got you here to break down last night's game. Daniel Dimes looks like an elite quarterback in the NFL. Dak Prescott looks overpaid. One team has nobody. One team has everybody. And this guy outthrew Dak Prescott all night long. 282 yards, better percentage, better clutch throws. He threw a Hail Mary pick. Who cares? Was efficient with the football. Couldn't get in the end zone, of course. Being honest, being real, couldn't get in the end zone. But do they have seller's remorse with Saquon, and do the Cowboys have buyer's remorse with Dak? Just answer those things, please.
Yeah, they're dumb. I mean, look at the impact Saquon's having with Philly. I mean, think about Saquon in the Giants aren't terrible. They're just not good, if that makes sense. And Saquon, like, puts them into the, decent, slightly above average caliber team. But
JB was cool with it. JB thought it was a smart move to let Saquon go. That's
absolutely not. Like, all the money they wasted on Daniel Jones, I don't care how many times he dinks and dunks.
Hold on, Tom. I did not say that. What the fuck soever. So he's lying to your face. And number one, I said he has to have that guy. And when he loses that guy, you're going to see Daniel Jones actually show you that he can actually do some things. They just have no talent.
So what we're not going to do on here is not tell the truth. Because if you watch that game last year, Daniel Jones' success came from the fact that Dallas has the most unathletic defense I've ever seen.
Why? How are they so bad with all this money spent? I'm trying to really
in the last decade, this is the least amount of athleticism on defense. Did they make an open field tackle in the first 3 quarters? I mean, how many times can you throw the ball behind the down marker to Wan'Dale Robinson and Singletary and Neighbors, and guys just missed tackles?
Hey,
I mean, we're talking about
Smitty's hero, though. They got Smitty's hero, Micah Parsons, dog. He's a baller.
Hey,
whoa, all right.
You muted, homie. You muted, homie.
I ain't never.
I mean, Smitty though, fucking, he don't want it.
Bro, I actually criticized him all week as far as being a great athlete who plays DN, not a great DN who's an athlete.
Hey, Smitty, let me roll for a second because I'm about to tell Cowboy fan base exactly what's going on.
Go ahead,
First of all, terrible evaluations on defense. Kendrick has no business being in an NFL game. The linebacker from the UCLA, he can't change direction. I'm just telling you, Michael Parsons out of shape. He's fat. That's why he's not effective. That's why he's always got these little nicks and knacks. Look at him breathing. He gonna hurt himself. He's trying to inhale so much oxygen. On offense, Mike McCarthy and his staff might be the dumbest bunch of rocks I've seen in history. Ezekiel Elliott is by far their best running back. Why is he on the sideline? And even if you don't like Ezekiel Elliott, why do you have Deuce Vaughn on the team if you're going to play 40 on 3rd down? And then throw him the ball multiple times, Dak Prescott. 40's a fullback. I get it if you're running 6-man protections and he's staying in. Think about the 4th quarter. They threw 40 the ball twice on 3rd and long. Jerry, fire everybody. Go out with a bang, Jerry.
Dak ain't worth it. Hell, you can get Derek Carr to do what Dak do.
Make that a rant, Paris.
Paris, cut that. Paris 210 817 time code.
Send it to Shaun. Tag Stephen A. Smith. Tag Dak Prescott.
And
tag
Micah.
And Micah Parsons.
And on the cover photo, Paris put Micah Parsons is fat.
I want a snack. I got the new snacks. I got jizz in there.
He said, I heard a new tweet came out. It's a bad motherfucker.
New snack, 2010 snacks coming out.
He said the year 2000 snack.
That motherfucker Michael Park. All I can see is that right now, Friday. Cucamonga Cracker Killers.
Tell me he not out of shape. You could look at him and tell. Like, man, look, he lost all his explosiveness. I mean, anytime he got to change direction, like what he'll give you an initial 2 seconds. And then if the play going away from him, he got to change direction. Oh, it's over with. Fat boy show up.
Hey, real quick, Shaun, I got something very interesting yesterday from a friend. You may have got it also. I sent it to a couple people just in confidence. I got the NIL contract on our main man.
Sluka.
I don't know legally if I can show it. I don't know. That'd be touchy, Bailey.
Well, if you don't know, take me off before you do, just in case you can't.
Move me too. I got a 9 to 5 and I need it right now to pay his bill.
So he won't show it. So let me read a few things real quick. Let me read a few things.
I can't say, but I can read it. You should have read what I tell us.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I want to kind of see if there's some things that Shaun hears in the language and says, "Oh shit, yeah."
I read it yesterday. A lot of it.
Did you read the whole thing?
A lot of it, not the whole thing.
What do you think? Just right out the gate, just looking at certain things. Because here's what I'm, and I'll give you.
It's not like a basic, like just like a partnership type of agreement.
Shaun, I hate this because this is what I took out of it. Here's my overall, just giving you a synopsis of this contract that I'm looking at right here. It is, and my brother that sent it to me was like, JB, you're fucking right. These babies, especially the black ones, being treated a piece of meat in the meat market by who? Black agents who are trying to take advantage of these motherfucking kids. Do you see did you see it in small writing here, Smitty? This motherfucker, it gets 25% of anything that kid touches.
Oh, I didn't see that. Damn.
But you want him to go in there and fucking argue for more money. Why do you think Cromartie's asking for more money, dog? Come on, homie. These kids are not fucking smart. Like, how are you listening to a motherfucker who's basically hitting you over the head? 25%
of anything he get.
Now, Shaun, is this the norm?
So I was gonna say, so I'm gonna put NIL under the marketing umbrella. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Generally, a marketing company gets somewhere between 20 and 25%.
It's NIL Sports is who writes these up.
Yeah, but generally a marketing company gets 20 to 25% of what they bring because they're bringing something that you don't have.
Hold on, quick, Shaun. Of what they bring though, right? Like
not of everything though.
That's the key.
Okay. I haven't read the NIL.
You eat what you kill type situation. Yeah.
So Shaun, before you keep cooking on this, but before you say that though, so let's just, you and I both have agents. We've had agents, we've had lawyers, we've had all these contract attorneys, other things. For the common, an agent by law, 3%. Okay.
That's like your contract agent.
That's yeah. And then if you're a Patrick Mahomes and you make $500 million, they're not going to go negotiate the 3%. So 3%. Then you get a lawyer who's usually around 5%. Then you get an agent who can go from 5 to 10 to 12, depending on what you guys agree to. So these are the guys you're paying out now. If you're a football player or pro, that used to be pro though. Now we got college kids now having to buy or hire an agent, right? A manager for now all his socials and publications and appearances. a publicist probably, a contract attorney who is a very different attorney than just a fucking defense attorney, just so everybody's out there clear that you don't understand. And then now there's entertainment attorneys, right? And entertainment agents. If they want to get you on Netflix or a documentary about your life, you got to go get an entertainer agent. And then you have this guy, this street agent who now is in the fold asking for 25, and the kid don't realize, wait, I got to still get a manager. I still got to get a lawyer. I still got to get a publicist. I still got to get that should all be within that 20. If that guy was going to give me a 25% deal, you better give me fucking everything plus some other shit.
Yeah, I'm not as up to date on the NIL stuff, but just from what I've been told, NIL is marketing because all the NIL money doesn't come from one particular pot. Like schools have collectives that they can pull from, but like some of this NIL money is, say Smitty owns 10 car lots in Indiana. He's a Ball State alum, and JB's representing me, and you got a relationship with Smitty. You can go directly to Smitty and work out an NIL deal for me to go to Ball State that doesn't really have anything to do with Ball State athletics. And so in that space, the marketing company generally gets 20, 25%. Because they're bringing you money you wouldn't otherwise have access to, which is different than your sports agent. Like if you're drafted at the 10th pick of the first round, you're getting 10th pick of the first round money regardless of who your agent is. So they're not really bringing that money to you. Your draft spot is bringing that money to you. So it's a difference. A marketing company goes out and gets extra. That's why all these NIL, that's why all these people are getting into this NIL business because it's a relationship business. If you've got good relationships, you can go to companies across this country and say, listen, if I can find us a 5-star quarterback, are you interested in attaching this brand to him? And that company may say, yeah.
Aren't we opening up Pandora's box even more, though? Now you
100%.
Now you got public figures like Dave Portnoy, who's worth, I don't know, maybe close to $1 billion now after the moves he made. And shout out to him. I mean, he bets $1 million, wins $3 million. He's one of the best bettors out there because
I want to go spend a Saturday at the racetrack with Portnoy. They look like a good time.
Right. Well, he's offering $3 million now. Like when do you get these guys from your institution that is an alum, and like if let's say Matt had $20 million in the bank, he's out here using his influence to say here's $3 million. If Deion Sanders was not coaching anymore, let's say, and he goes to Florida State. Or he never got into coaching, but he goes over there and says, here's $3 million to get, a quarterback. Isn't that like against what we started saying about this NIL thing? Like, wasn't that the reason we couldn't do the influential thing? That's kind of what NIL was for. It was for you to present your own marketability, sell your own jersey. Now it seems very influential from big time people. If Stephen A. or let's just say Bill Gates want to get involved in Washington, because Sark used to take kids to Bill Gates' house on recruiting visits. And so if he gets involved, who's fucking with him? Who's fucking with him in Seattle? What if Amazon cat gets involved there? Or Elon Musk says,
Bezos.
Elon Musk says, Shaun, I'm throwing my money in Vegas. UNLV is going to have a fucking 105 stars in that bitch.
A very few great ideas are without risk. And this is one of the unintended consequences of something that I think organically people thought was the right thing to do, which is NIL.
They didn't forward think it, Shaun.
And you know what? If you're Portnoy and you've got the available capital and you're sitting there looking at Michigan struggle to throw for 100 yards, why not? I mean, he's a diehard Michigan fan. Why not?
Might as well. Yeah. Are you a JB fan? You want to support all things JB? You want to put $3 million into this show? Why not?
Here's what's crazy.
Go ahead, Shaun.
If McAfee gives $1 million to West Virginia like he did, and he's not getting a return, he's got that money to write off, and here it is. It's no biggie to him. He does it to his high school in Pittsburgh and does all kinds of things. What point do these celebrities in these faces with money though say, you're still shitty? What am I doing?
But I think if you're at the point where you're willing to pay for a player for your program, like, are you really doing it just for the outcome of the game? Like that's like a big dog kind of thing. Like we saying, okay, I got a better parking spot than all of y'all. Like, I mean, that's upper echelon level stuff. Like a lot of people ain't got $3 million, period, let alone $3 million to say I'm a so my college team that I like can have a better quarterback.
Hey, Shaun, I know we got some takes on you. Let's dive into something real quick. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun.
We got
coming
a little
to
video.
Vegas this weekend.
We had a little video. He didn't throw the ball to a wide open Jordan Atkins, and on 4th and 1 because he's a decoy, they say. Take a look.
So not everyone knows exactly what the read was. That was a decoy. So that's the difference. Everyone can call the tape and say, hey, you should have thrown it here, should have thrown it here. Every quarterback deal with that. So you choose one play, and that's the play out of the whole game that everyone's calling. So be it. It is what it is. You know, no one's in those film rooms. No one is making those decisions. So I go based off of what is Ken Dorsey and Kevin Stefanski are saying. And you know, on that decision, they made a good play. They got jammed up on the slant. That's what we did. The previous time when we scored a touchdown, I did the same as that read, and I hit Jerry. So.
What?
Shaun Salisbury. Decoy is a cuss word in football terms. No eligible receiver should ever walk to the line of scrimmage thinking he's a decoy. Everyone should run as if they are getting the ball every time a pass is called, and every QB should approach every snap as if all eligible offensive players may get the football. The decoy word should have a mute button. Shaun Salisbury, words from him.
Very eloquently said by Salisbury. I was going to have some cuss words, so I was going to be JB. He turned into he saved me. I think Deshaun Watson should just. I think if I was Kevin Stefanski, I would not allow Deshaun to do any more press conferences. I mean, first of all, he gets up there and says no, he's not going to be involved in the run game. He's a throwing quarterback. We'll throw the ball better, Deshaun. 2, he actually gets up there and says an eligible receiver is a decoy. That might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, you have progressions. You have primary target, secondary target, check down. I've never heard a quarterback say this guy's a decoy. So if that guy's covered, this guy's a decoy. Even if he's wide open, we're not going to throw the ball to him. That don't make no damn sense. But you know what Deshaun look like and sound like? A rich guy that don't give a damn.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Guaranteed $230 in the account right now, just sitting there chilling.
First of all, why are you even in a discussion with the media about something like that? Like, that's such an easy question to avoid. Well, listen, you know, there were some things we missed. There were some plays that we made. We got to get better this week. You know, I don't really talk X's and O's on this platform because we may use something later in the year. And move on.
Yeah.
But don't get up there and say a damn eligible receiver's a decoy. I'm with Salisbury. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Deshaun?
That's
you know how
crazy.
Stupid that sounds.
That shit crazy to me. Shaun and I do a show on Sunday. I'm gonna definitely ask him about this one because this is crazy. And Shaun's gonna keep it real. That's crazy. Deshaun Watson is just a figment of his former self. I don't know what he is anymore, Shaun. I have no idea, but it is crazy to me. This guy is not playing well. When does Cleveland just say cut bait?
They can't.
Weddle said
everybody else will get fired before Deshaun.
I don't know. What if the NFL says, "Hey, you're done. This 20th allegation, and we're gonna," because that's
now that's different. If it's some off the field stuff that gets,
but if they get their money, they can recoup. I think what 200 or 180.
Yeah, I'm saying if that happens, yeah. But I'm talking strictly football. But it was only what? How long was the deal? Was it a 4 or 5 year deal? It wasn't like it was a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
So he got to be coming up on like the last couple of years of that deal.
Yeah. I think
he's been. I just don't understand. You guys played the position. I just don't understand how you can go from being so great, so elite, to being this bad. I get like having a downfall. You missed the year, then you had all the allegations, the case. I get not being the exact same, but it's like night and day. It's like a different quarterback. Like Deshaun was the top 5 quarterback in the league for multiple years. He was in the same conversation. Like we talk about Mahomes, you throwing Josh Allen, Burrow, Deshaun Watson. Like he was in that conversation with a worse team, worse established guys around him. He's on a much more talented team overall, and he's like way worse. And I'm like, damn, like I guess the mind. I mean, the mind's a powerful thing, and once the mind ain't there, I guess it's a wrap. But it's just crazy. Like,
so it's funny, Smitty, because he hasn't been this bad. Like, he hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been good either. And that's the problem, because the fan base is yearning for above average quarterback play, and he's kind of teetering just at average.
Yeah.
And that's what's frustrating with them because of the contract, because of, you know, the expectations coming to Cleveland. You got to think about the organization. I mean, they are dying for elite quarterback play. So, and the problem with him is he just seems tone deaf. Like, some of the stuff he says, I'm like, Deshaun, why? Like, why?
I feel that. Shout out to Mike Bundy, man. See No Fridays, man. We need 10 more of these right now. See No Friday. Mike Bundy started it off.
I think this cat does this shit every week.
No, he does.
That motherfucker's paying mortgages around here.
No, Mike Bundy, he do this every week. Mike Bundy.
He pays your rent, no?
I'm cool with Mike Bundy. Yeah, he does.
Well, how are you cool with him? He's not cool with you.
He hits me up separately offline and sends me like $500 every single week. Mike Bundy does. And thanks me for just my energy on the show.
Oh, well, you don't need paid then. Hey, we got to go to this topic real quick, Shaun. I hope I don't put you and Smitty in harm's way here, but
you ain't gonna put me in harm's way because I know how to not answer. I ain't just Shaun.
All right, good.
That quarterback yield response, right? Like,
I'm getting blown up on social media and on private text, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I thought was a real one, and Shaun, you may know him personally or played with him. I don't know if you did or not. Roddy White came at me.
Let me read that out for the audio listeners. Roddy White tweeted out, Coach JB, I can no longer watch your podcast anymore after your Travis Hunter nonsense trying to get clicks and likes. You just like Richard, talking about Sherman. You just trying to be relevant. It's really sad, though. Travis Hunter can be all pro at whatever he wants to, end quote.
So, real quick, I thought Roddy was a real one. Why did the fuck you didn't tag me, homie?
He did say your name though. Let's keep it real. Like he said,
Smitty, stop defending this motherfucker. He didn't tag me, homie.
Your name.
How am I supposed to get it? How am I supposed to get it?
The way you got it.
A day later. A day later, I'm supposed to get it because he didn't tag me. He can't have the nuts to tag me, homie.
Hey, JB, let me say something, JB.
Go ahead.
Because I hope Roddy is just joking about not watching the podcast. It's a dope ass podcast. To Roddy White and Bailey, we can add him on this post. Y'all gotta stop this. If I disagree with the podcast person,
Thank you.
I ain't watching the podcast no more. Get engaged. Have a dialogue. Have a conversation. You might change JB mind. You know what? JB might give you some game on why he feel like that.
I have him on the show, right?
Like, yeah, come on the show. Let's debate.
Like, come on, homie. Y'all already know Smitty and I. Y'all already know that we have a debate show. We're not supposed to agree. If we agreed, it wouldn't be a good show. But you don't want to watch the show. By the way, it's not a podcast, homie. It's a show.
And then don't throw Richard Sherman under the bus, man. Let Richard be Richard, man.
And Richard didn't call prom and talk to Travis. They on great terms too. So yeah, I'm just giving context to the situation.
Wait, but why are you coming at Richard? Because he locked you down?
And Roddy, you know better because you're from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, so you got it from the mud, baby. Come on, man.
I'm trying to figure out. So hold on, though.
Hey, Compton and Compton, JB.
Hey, I want to read this, though, Smitty. You just like Richard. You just trying to be relevant. It's really sad, though. Okay? Travis Hunter nonsense trying to get clicks and likes. I can't watch your podcast no more after the Travis Hunter nonsense. So we have a difference in opinion, and now it's nonsense. So if I would have went on and disagreed with your take, which I agreed with when you made viral news last week, I would be a hater and I couldn't watch your shit. What the fuck we talking about?
The white boy comment right about Clemson. All the white players.
Yeah, I agree with him on the Clemson.
Yeah, Roddy, we was in agreement with you, dog. And if we would have disagreed, we wouldn't have been like, I'm blocking Roddy White TV because I don't agree with his take on clips and having too many white guys.
That shit crazy.
Roddy, man.
Hey, at least
come on, Roddy.
Hey, at least we know Cats is watching. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it because they would have tagged me. But you know, it is what
Shout
it
out
is.
to Roddy White, man. Great
Hey, so let's dive.
He's a baller now.
Yeah, let's dive into this. I used to like Roddy White.
He's a dog.
Hair flowing out the helmet, and I was like, hey, Roddy's a dog.
Like, he fit Atlanta culture. It just made sense.
Yeah. So I had an opinion, Shaun, as an evaluator of talent, having 28 guys in the league and 10 first rounders drafted and
talk your shit, JB.
12 Pro Bowlers and got eight guys who won Super Bowls. I think I know fucking personnel. I think I know personnel. So it's not like some fucking slapdick Roddy's out here talking that never fucking played, coached, or did anything. But let me ask you something. Shaun, looking at personnel, I don't see where Travis Hunter goes to the NFL and is elite on either side of the football for an extended period of time. I said he's the best college football player, period. Right now, college football player. I don't think Roddy's listening. I ain't hating on him. Why is that hate all of a sudden? Because I said that I don't believe the motherfucker's going to be in the NFL in 10 years as the guy you think he's going to be. That's all I'm saying. He's little. He's frail. He's not a great route runner. He has tremendous ball skills, and he's a 7-on-7 backyard player. Like, let's be real with it. In a backyard offense, he's not out there running curl route versus man and man spinning the curl route downhill. And come on, homie. He catches deep ball after deep ball. He'll catch a screen. When is he catching dig cuts, bang eights, and post corners? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how he's a great elite NFL guy because he wants to be, Roddy. And then where does he go on defense? Where does he go be this elite corner at 170 pounds who's soaking wet, who looks like he'd not hit the weight room in I don't know how long? Where is he going to be elite? Does he have contact courage? Or is he just super smart around the football and savvy? He's savvy as fuck. That savvy as fuck doesn't mean he's going to play a long time, though.
Savvy as fuck and amazing ball skills, crazy athlete, best player in college. But you, at the same time, you would be shocked if he had a good NFL career.
Can I drop the mic? Can I drop the mic?
2 days can be true, huh?
Yeah, no, they can't. You know why? You heard of a guy named Percy Harvin?
Yeah.
Okay.
We know what that was, homie. Migraines every fucking time. That's the only reason. That's an injury. That's an issue.
In college too, homie.
It got worse, homie, is what I'm saying, homie. He still had a cool career.
But my point is, did we not say he was going to be one of the greatest NFL players ever and wasn't?
But it was because of fucking health. It had nothing to do with his play, homie.
Why what I'm saying is so hard to believe because of what I'm saying. But you can say, oh, well, Percy had a headache. Bottom line is, guess what? He didn't make it. That's my fucking point.
Well, I mean, knock on wood, if Travis Hunter hurts himself, that's a different conversation. But if all things stay true and he stays healthy, what have you seen to this point that's telling you that Travis Hunter can't have a 10-year career and being a solid player? You haven't seen nothing.
Hey, Roddy.
Don't
Hey, Roddy. Yeah, JB talking straight nonsense, dog. I'm with you, dog. But keep watching the podcast because he gonna get better. Yeah, this Travis Hunter take is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. JB don't fell all the way off the goddamn bridge. JB, what the hell are you talking about?
So you think Travis Hunter is going to be an elite player in the NFL for a long time?
Travis Hunter's impact is I don't think there's anywhere he can go where he don't have a positive impact.
I'm willing to bet you, Matt, Roddy, Smitty, whatever, whoever you want to bet. I'm ready to bet and put it on
$1,000 right now.
Right now. I'm putting on wax right now. I want to put it on wax that
What's the bet? What's the bet? What's the bet?
I don't know. You guys can figure that out. All I'm saying is he will not be an elite player in the NFL on one side of the football. First of all, Matt, stop saying he's going to play both ways in the NFL. He's not. Shaun, is he going to play both ways in the NFL? You better keep it real, Shaun. You better keep it real, Shaun.
Hey, you got to put McChesney in a different category, man. He's the Colorado mascot right now. He's pro everything Colorado.
Okay,
don't include him in a
come on, man.
Leave him out alone.
But we're acting like we're going to play this guy both ways.
So here's what's interesting. I wonder how the NFL evaluates him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, because I think he's a better receiver than he is cornerback. I truly agree with JB from the frame standpoint. If he decides to play defense, I think that's going to cause major. If you look at his shoulders, you look at his hips, his butt, he can't put on a whole lot more weight.
Can't. He has no frame for it.
He's not one of these like Florida kids, you know, that you look at and they look slim, but you like, oh yeah, we get him in our weight program and on our training table, and he gonna add 15, 20. Travis looks like he probably close to maxing out as far as like weight. I think offensively, he can be rookie of the year. 100%. I think because his ability to catch the football, and it's not like NFL cats are rounding you up, man. Brandon Cooks was running some shit last night. I was like, what in the hell is Cooks doing?
But let me ask you
something. It's not like receivers just rounding you up these days. But
people are equating this dude to like Tank Dell. This motherfucker's not Tank Dell. I'm sorry to break this down.
He's not Tank Dell as a route runner, but he's better than Tank Dell in every other category.
But we're not going to see him play defense or offense or both. That's my point. Like, what are we projecting? What are you projecting him as? I got to get there first. I got to ask you that first.
I need you to send me a text. Send Tank Dell a text. Tell him I got him in fantasy. I know he's probably not playing this week, but can he get his shit together? I don't know what the hell he got going on this year, but it's
not him. It's not him. It's the offense and CJ figuring out where he's going with the football. They got too many weapons.
They need to figure it out. Back to Travis. Travis is elite as a wide receiver. His impact is without question. I truly think he may end up going number one.
And that's fine. He could still be number one. But I'm asking you, what do you see him as in the NFL?
He's a receiver. He's a receiver.
I've always said from the beginning,
you agree he's not going to play both ways.
I mean, I think they'll have situational things for him on the other side.
But I don't see, I've never seen, have you ever seen a guy that gets drafted to go play offense and situationally play defense? I ain't never seen that. I've seen the other way.
We've never seen Travis Hunter though before. We've seen similars, but we ain't never seen a guy go out here, even at college. Sure, please, y'all older than me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Have y'all seen a guy exactly? I know Charles Woods, you had guys who did a little bit, but have we seen a guy literally just stay on the field? I've never seen it. No. So what I'm saying, he could be an anomaly. I know it seems like what the fuck. Maybe he's just different. I don't know.
Now here's the one thing about Travis that I think needs to be said. He's a throwback, old school type of player. This is a kid that was a top 5 rated kid coming out of high school that went to Jackson State to play for Deion. This is a kid that basically redshirted at Jackson State and didn't make a fuss about it because they thought he needed to gain some weight. They wanted to make sure he was fully healthy. This is a kid that at Colorado who has a huge brand, but he's the only one not chasing celebrity. All Travis do is fish, go back, play them damn video games, and then go practice football.
Put that onesie on.
Time out right there. You call me hater all you want. That's kind of why, though, I'm leaning that he ain't gonna be that guy you think he is.
But to me, it means that he's more focused on being great.
He hit the way to the NFL, homie. Come on, man. Why we act like video games are going to get him to sustain 10 years?
Everybody play the game, homie. What I'm saying is, I'm saying to Shaun's point, JB, I would think that if you believe in anybody, you believe in him because he is the old school cat. He is the guy who just plays football and that's all he cares about. He's not in the media. He's not in trouble. He's not like
that has nothing to do with it. That's not my issue. My issue is the brass tacks. My issue is the brass tacks that we three know. He's not body type sustainable. Like, where do you not see this? Why?
Today's league is different, JB. They ain't out there playing physical no more, JB. You know it.
Hey, Shaun, he's going to be at DB. He's going to come and stick his head in there because he's super savvy as a football player.
Super savvy.
He's going to take that fucking face mask right here on his motherfucking right arm. Then he's going to take it right on that quad. And they don't wear thigh pads anyway because he's an athlete. And he's going to be out. And then we're going to be like, damn. And then he's going to go back in. They're going to try to throw him at wide out and give him a screen. And he's going to take that bang again. And he's 170 pounds soaking
Devontae Smith is 150 pounds.
He plays one way. Why are you guys avoiding the problem?
Okay, all right. Question. So if he does play one way, which you are predicting,
yes.
Okay, can he not succeed just playing one position?
No, that's my point. I think you're calling me hater without realizing what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying everybody. I'm saying I think you're not realizing what I'm saying. Where does he excel at?
I think it's receiver.
I don't see it. He's not a receiver by nature, though.
I think it's corner.
Shaun, you know and I know. He's a guy that we all are like, damn, what? I need him in college. He's a freak. I say it every day on the show. He's the best college football player in the country. I mean, it's not a debate. But I don't see that transitioning to the NFL, dog.
I try not to waste words. I say things because they matter to my point, right? And so me bringing up his off-the-field habits or why I would be comfortable drafting him wide receiver. he has the makeup of a kid that's gonna grind and get better. Like he got that. He's the only person. He's the only person on Colorado's sideline who will go with Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I love all that. I love all that.
He is what you want in a football player. I would take him as a wide receiver. I think he would work on his craft because that's all he would do. I mean, I might have him in the prevent package. I would definitely want him if I was Baylor, a safety in the Hail Mary, so the clown will run out of bounds and give up a win at Colorado. But he's a wide receiver to me.
If Travis Hunter can't make it, then I don't trust none of these college players to make it. Then
listen. I want to be fair, dog. I've had great players. I've had great character kids, Shaun. You and I have too. And you know what I had to bring him in and say? I said, son, little Johnny, sit down, son. Little Johnny, sit down. You're a great 4.0 student. You're the fucking epitome of character. I love you to death. But you can't play, son. You'll never play.
But that's different, though. Travis Hunter's a Heisman and a 4.0.
Let me finish, homie. Y'all are saying he's a great character, so he's going to automatically make it because he's the best college player right now. No, it's not. It doesn't matter. I don't care how great his video game skills are. I don't care how great of a kid he is. I love his old school mentality. That doesn't fucking mean he's going to translate and play a great position, one position in the NFL and excel. I don't see great receiver skills out of him. I see great ball skills. Huge fucking difference. I do not see him being versatile.
JB, no, hell no, JB.
Strong enough. No. He's not strong enough to play defense, Shaun.
No, JB, listen. Here's the context you're missing. And you're really intelligent and smart. You're one of the few people that I come on that I actually think I can change their belief system when they know they're wrong. What passing game in college football right now runs traditional routes?
Nobody.
What you're seeing from a route tree is the byproduct of all of these zone.
You guys cook real quick.
Yeah, you're seeing this is what's manifested itself. Guys aren't running dig flat. Guys aren't running traditional old school, stuff. They're running screens. They're running verticals. They're running over routes.
And that's translating to the NFL too.
Right. Yeah, they're running the RPO behind. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're running right now. So I don't know what the hell JB talking about.
I just don't see how you could think somebody is the greatest player in college right now. And then again, we've got plenty of examples of guys who've dominated in college and didn't transition to the NFL for whatever reason, whether it was their work ethic, whether it was injuries, whether, a guy like Tebow, where we kind of knew he probably wouldn't translate because the way he played the position was just unique and different for college. But Travis Hunter, to his point, like, I don't know if you're a football person who understands the game, which JB is obviously, I just don't see what you're seeing. Now, if your biggest thing is, hey, I don't know if his body can sustain it, I'm worried about his health. Okay, cool. All right, that's fair. But outside of health, if we remove health from an actual football X's and O's, how he plays the position, I just don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Can I defend myself a little bit?
Please, it's your show. JB Show, Big Smitty.
Because I love having Shaun on here to give people his own take, and I love Smitty to have his own take.
Super Bowl champion quarterback. He's a black man. Yeah,
that's why we're the greatest show on planet Earth. Here's the thing:
Roddy ain't watching no more though.
Everybody in the chat that says I'm smoking the good stuff.
There's a lot of them too.
I'm smoking the good weed, and I got I'm drinking toilet water. Are you guys all the same people over the last 5 years that now everyone's coming to say, "Damn, JB's the only one that actually knew what the fuck is going on in college football and in the NFL and with quarterbacks and with Sam Darnold and with all these other guys he's called 4 years ago ahead of everybody else"? Are you all the same people, though? I just want to ask that question. Are you the same people? So if you are, let's say you are. Are you going to come and at least say, well, you know what? I got to at least wait and give JB the benefit of the doubt because that motherfucker's been right on about 99% of the shit he's been saying for the last 5 years on everything. So can I get that, Smitty and Shaun? That's all I'm asking. That's all. Can we wait to see
if strictly from the health standpoint, because he has an injury history, got banged up at Jackson State, of course, the Colorado State situation last year with a cheap shot that hurt him. Okay, I'll give you that, but I'm still willing to take him number one to play receiver. I just think he's that damn impactful. He's basically impossible to guard one-on-one because of his ball skills. Right. Like, this is my pushback when people try and convince me that Shedeur is unquestionably the top quarterback in college football. How many of them throws to Travis are great balls? Probably 50%. The other 50%, Travis is making, I mean, Heisman Trophy caliber catches. I mean, shit.
His ball skills is
they're similar to they're similar to what you see in 7-on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
707 been in football for years.
This is what Colorado runs on offense. It's fucking 7-on-7 offense.
What they got to do? What they got to do with Travis though?
Why do you think because he's thriving in a 7-on-7 offense? What do you mean? What did it have to do with it?
So what college system is not 7-on-7?
Thank you, homie. Other than Michigan. Michigan.
Go back to LSU last year. Tell me the route concepts that Jaden Daniels was running with Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas and number 2. They just was like, go deep. We better than them. We're gonna chunk it. If nobody's open,
they ran some more NFL UFO back shoulder throws, you fade outs. They ran some NFL concepts, burst press, other than just go long though. I see the same thing in Tennessee, Ole Miss. I see the same thing with other schools doing that. This isn't Colorado is way 7-on-7. Come on.
The problem though, JB, we're seeing the college offense translate to the NFL now. So all this dig right,
that's shitty.
But that's a sure, it's a different conversation. But that should benefit Travis Hunter. It's not so different no more, is what I'm trying to say. The RPOs, the short hitch routes, the check down stuff, it should benefit him.
It won't benefit him, though, because he can't get off press very well if you've watched him in college. So what is he going to do in the NFL?
Feet. He got Ocho Cinco feet.
Hold on. We just saw Xavier Worthy. Everyone said he's going to be great. I told everybody, wait till week 1. He has no resume yet. Nobody's seen his speed. He'll be okay. What has he done since? What Shaun and I said he's done.
Xavier Worthy in the same breath as Travis Hunter.
Because
not the same breath.
No, hold on. NFL now saw that speed, and guess what they did? Oh, we know what to do now with Xavier Worthy. And guess what he is? He's a fucking non-factor.
He's a one-trick pony, yes, but Travis Hunter's not that.
He is that.
Travis Hunter has better ball skills than Odell Beckham Jr. That's saying something.
They're good. I'll give it to you.
Jamie had to think about it. He was about to come back. He's like, well, yeah, pretty good.
They're not Odell Beckham, but they're fucking good. They're good. But
they're good to the motherfucker. Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to happen, though, right? I mean, you're going to see him one game and say, all right, here it is. And then here we go. And now, guess what? Come here, look. Like, what is he going to do?
I think worst case scenario, like Travis Hunter is like, he has a Pierre Garçon type of career. Like worst case, like couple Pro Bowls, respected, cool, whatever. Like there's no. You told me earlier you'd be shocked if he had a 10-year long, just good career. That's crazy to me. You're basically saying what you're saying is he gonna be a bust. Is what you're saying. That's what you're actually saying.
You know who Travis Henry's comp is to me?
Who is it?
Marvin Harrison.
Hunter?
Marvin Harrison Sr. Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Harrison was a fucking.
I hope my coach get him in.
But I think Travis is going to become a route.
Shaun, Marvin used to get knees deep in his route, and you didn't know you played with. That's what I'm saying.
I played with him, right.
Hey, Shaun, and you didn't know, Shaun, as a quarterback, you probably didn't know if that motherfucker was running 9 or curl.
But I'm talking about mentality. Like you gotta project with Travis how good he's gonna be once that's all he's doing. He's not working back pedal. He's not working, breaking. He's working strictly receiver. And he's so versatile. You can move him around. He's not pigeonholed in the play of one position.
I don't see how you guys don't see that his skill is unbelievable, which we all see, but his refinement is not. I've seen him get routed on defense as a corner. I've seen him get pressed on man as a wideout. I don't see the refinement that it's going to take to play one.
He'll get better, though, JB.
I get he'll get better. I'm just telling you, when do you get better, though, Smitty, in the NFL? When do you really get better?
A lot of kids get better in the NFL.
I don't know. Every great got better. Brady got better. Manny got better.
No. Listen. I didn't say you don't get better. I'm saying when do you get better?
Off season.
So what is he going to work on to refine that one side of the football? And that's
wide receiver.
That's the point I'm asking, though.
See, I think he's a much better prospect at wide receiver than defensive back. See, I think defensive back, the size becomes more of an issue because those receivers are bigger. Like, you talking about covering Justin Jefferson and you weigh 170, like, I mean, you know, but at receiver, when they can play him in the slot, the Z, the X, you know, all kind of stuff with him, I just think he can be much more impactful sooner.
And there's more money over there too.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So,
hey, listen, we'll agree to disagree. Roddy White, shout out to you.
Shout out Roddy White, man.
Shout out to Roddy White.
Hey, man, keep watching the podcast,
tag me next
man.
time. Tag me next time, though. Hey, Georgia, Alabama, real quick, biggest game on the slate. Georgia supposedly going to rock these.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Something about this feels racist. Take this off.
I mean, they've worn those, Smitty. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, the thing says Georgia State Prison on it, man. Get that off the damn screen, man. Come on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, man. Come on, get this off. Don't cover your mouth.
Are they rocking these? Hey, Shaun, is Georgia the new Miami of the Dennis Erickson age?
No.
Are they the Florida of Urban Meyer's age?
Georgia's a university that needs to shut down one particular street in Athens. Almost all of these traffic stops happen on the same damn street. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Can y'all not control one street? I'll say this, though, from a football context, and I want to be ahead of the curve with this. Jalen Milroe has a chance to play himself into being the #1 pick in the draft. When you look at what Kalen DeBoer has done with quarterbacks, I'm trying to tell y'all.
I don't disagree with playing himself in. I disagree with him being that good.
So hear me out. Kalen DeBoer's history with quarterbacks, all of them have improved drastically under him. Jay Kaner, Michael Penix. This is all I'm saying, guys, and hear me out. I'm not saying I agree with it, but if Jalen Milroe, who looks like he's made a substantial improvement in throwing the ball, continues to get better with the magnitude of games that Bama has left on their schedule, you got to remember something now come draft time. He's probably going to run 4.3. He's probably going to jump. He's probably going to vertical 40 inches. He's probably going to throw the ball like Joe Milton in some ways.
But we've seen all this, though. They're garbage in the NFL.
I know, but the NFL continues to make these mistakes. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Okay. So you two things could be true. Fuck.
Smitty.
So here's the thing I got to ask you. He'll go do all that. I'm going to throw a couple names at you as we end the show before we do some hell yeah, hell no, and just compare them real quick. Lamar Jackson and Milroe in college, compare them to real quick.
Lamar was advanced quicker. I think say what you want about Petrino. Petrino does a good job with his quarterbacks. That was kind of the perfect
unbelievable
fit.
job.
Lamar was way better. Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, AR5, Milroe AR5 in college.
Milroe's much better because Milroe's available. AR5 was never available.
Russell Wilson in college, Milroe.
Russell's a bad boy in college.
Not even the same conversation. Russell can't hold Milroe's jock.
Huh? Hold on. Whoa. You said Russell can't hold Milroe's jock?
Not at all.
Man, you tripping. At Wisconsin, homie?
Black people shit just came out right there. That's a brother talking to a brother, and you know, man, you tripping. That's the first thing.
Russell Wilson is one of those situations that JB say don't happen. Russell's a better NFL quarterback than he was college. He was okay at Wisconsin. They benched him at NC State for Mike Glennon. That's why he went to Wisconsin. I mean, he was cool, but he was never Jalen Milroe.
You know what I'm saying?
Jalen Milroe's in the conversation. So you got to understand now, Milroe has deficiencies, but his best is Heisman Trophy caliber.
Here's my comparison, and it's going to be a wild one. Milroe is a right-handed brother, Tim Tebow.
He's a much better athlete than Tim Tebow. He might not be as physically strong, but Tebow dreams of being able to run like Milroe.
But Tebow got it done. Tebow got it done with his feet.
Tebow ran over you. Milroe can run away from you or over you.
Well, that's why JB said he said a brother, a right-handed is different.
I'm trying to just me forward thinking, equating these two. They're very similar. Tebow we knew was going to be bad in the NFL. I said it. Of course, he had the one throw and listen, he was horrible in the NFL. Vince Young was horrible in the NFL. Like I said, RG3 was fucking horrible in the NFL. He got
injured.
So I don't care. You're gonna say that about Travis Hunter? But anyway,
Vince Young would be a better comparison to me.
That's what I was getting to these names. Vince Young and Milroe in
He's a
college.
bad boy in college, though.
But doesn't Milroe got to win?
For me, Tebow's like bottom 20% of passers that come through college football, and that's with winning the Heisman.
But doesn't
Tebow was a terrible thrower of the football.
But doesn't he got to win though to be on these Vince Young and these guys in college, Lamar and these guys? Doesn't he have to win?
Are we talking this comparison from a talent standpoint, or are we talking about like just overall greatness of college?
Well, we're seeing these guys in the NFL now, and that's why I'm comparing them. We're seeing them in the NFL now, and now we're trying to compare them. That's my point. We're comparing these guys to what they are now, and look at what they are now. They're really, these guys we're talking about were either A, nobodies in the NFL, or B, struggling in the NFL.
Like Milroe couldn't even touch fucking
for
Vince
context,
Young in college. Like,
for context, this dialogue started because I said could play himself into, meaning he has a marquee game versus Georgia coming up. They've got some big time games after that.
But he did well against Georgia last year.
If Kalen DeBoer has had him make that kind of improvement, he's gonna have a bunch of big stages to show it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm curious. I don't know, but I don't know. We got some hell yeah, hell nah, and
let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Brought to you by First Round Performance.
Yeah,
man, go there and get your gear. Let me go here and find it. Hell yeah, hell no, y'all. Let's get it. Alabama will take out Georgia this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was the only one that said Alabama would beat them last year, and you guys picked Georgia. I'm going to say hell yeah, though. I think DeBoer is going to figure this out. Georgia, I think, is reeling. I think, but I wouldn't put it past Georgia coming in there and just out-athleting Alabama.
We can talk about this next week, JB, after the game, but as crazy as this is to say, I think maybe DeBoer took over Alabama at the perfect time. Because Saban at his core is a run the football, play field position, play great defense, dominate special teams mindset. DeBoer is more of a vertical passing game, light the scoreboard up kind of guy, and that's really what it takes to win in college football. I don't know if you can play great defense week in and week out with the rule changes and with the level of athleticism.
Well, with the roster turnover,
right?
I agree. That's why I've been saying.
Maybe DeBoer came at the perfect time.
Good take.
Good take right there with Dom saying next week. Hell yeah or hell no. Miami Hurricanes will take out Virginia Tech by 21 or more points tonight. Hell yeah, hell
no. This is a close game. I think Miami finds a way to win it late, but I think Virginia Tech's going to be in there from start to finish.
I agree with you. Hell no.
I'm going to say Miami blows them out for this simple reason. Virginia Tech should have lost to Vanderbilt.
They did.
I mean, they lost to Vanderbilt. And they should have lost. They're 2-2, and they should be 1-3.
All right.
They were supposed to be contenders, and I believe they are pretenders.
They did lose to Vandy. They lost to Vandy and Rutgers, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's what I said. But I'm saying they should be 1-3 though. They're 2-2. They're pretenders.
Hell yeah or hell no. UCF and KJ Jefferson will take out Shedeur Sanders in Colorado on Saturday.
UCF definitely wins the game, but this line is getting out of whack. I think it opened somewhere like, 11, 12? It's all the way up past 15. You know, a hurricane just came through there, so I'm not sure how the weather's going to be. I mean, we'll see. I know a lot of those Colorado kids are from Florida, but they've been in Colorado. They're going down to their humidity. That the bounce house will be rocking. Trust me, the bounce house will be rocking. UCF is one of the more underrated home field environments. And listen, Malzahn and his quarterback run game might be the best in the world. I mean, if he's got a big running quarterback, I mean, his offense is really tough to stop. So we'll find out a lot about Colorado.
Shaun, they averaged 360 rushing and 530 total. So
I say hell no.
Colorado, it's a chess bet. Colorado's better on D. I'll give you that. But I don't believe their offense is going to be able to do what UCF does on the other side, and that's going to put their defense in precarious situations. I think UCF boat races them like I do every week. Go. Next.
Hell no. I think Colorado shocks the world. Last one
wins
here.
Outright?
Yep. Hell yeah or hell. I'm putting big money on it. Big money on it. Hell yeah or hell no. Illinois will take out Penn State on the road. Ooh, hell no for me.
No, hell no. Drew Allen looked like a new person with this new coordinator.
I agree. Hell no. Fuck. I want to have I got to go against you two guys as the white person, but I can't find it right now. Go ahead, next.
This last one.
Make up one then.
Hell yeah or hell no?
I got it. I got one.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah or hell no? Lamar Jackson shows Josh Allen why he's the 2-time NFL MVP.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. You're the tiebreaker, Shaun. Go.
I think he gets it done. I think. Hey, listen.
It's a racist show. Racist show. Most racist show. RACCIISS.
Not because I necessarily think that one or the other is better, but Buffalo's on a high. Baltimore is kind of underachieving. This is when the underachiever steps up and just messes up everybody's theory of who's going to the playoffs this year.
The Raiders about to go on the run, y'all. I'm telling you. Watch this.
Another, but what do I know? Didn't I say the Bills? Didn't I say the Bills were going to ball this year because Josh Allen was free and clear of the shitbird, and he was going to be the leader now, and they were going to be better? I think I said that shit, but I don't know. It's crazy. But, you know, I'm a hater because Travis Hunter won't be that great in the NFL. All right.
Anyway. You just get your boy Tank Dell straight. Tell him I got him in fantasy. He's killing me right now.
Come on, Tank.
Hey, hell yeah, hell no. Last one. Travis Kelce will score 2 touchdowns this week because the NFL.
Hell no.
The NFL. The NFL. Fuck Derwin James. Derwin James got fucked over, and the Chargers are going to fucking lose now because they don't have anybody to stop Travis Kelce.
Hey, people talk about the quarterback epidemic. Man, the tight end epidemic. Tight ends ain't doing nothing so far this year.
Because the quarterbacks are shitty.
None of them.
Hell yeah, hell no. Last one. Roddy White will change his mind and start watching our show again next week.
Hell yeah, man. Roddy, come on back, baby. We miss you. Come on, man. Come on back, Roddy.
Hell yeah, hell no. Roddy White will come on this show right now and be the man he says he is and tag me from now on.
Well, if you would have asked him, he would have. It's too late now. I got to go anyway. Hell yeah, hell no. Darren Waller will beat the hell out of JB they got in the boxing fight.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke. I met Waller before. That's a big old boy, JB.
Thank you. We done. And we done, homie. We done.
Hey, and watch this. Watch this. Hey,
one over here. I choke shit out. Smitty in here.
Let me give a PSA. Let me give a PSA to all my 45 and older men out there in America. Just because you used to could fight. Don't forget, your wind is going to be what lets you down, not your hand game.
I already know.
Wind. Your cardiovascular inefficiencies are going to catch up with you, messing with these young boys.
Hey, I told Smitty that. Didn't I say it, Smitty?
Shaun, you said that. You said, Shaun, tell JB I beat the hell out of him respectfully. Like, he thinks I smile and I'm nice. He don't know I got nothing. I will be respectful. I love JB, my brother. I will never fight you. Hopefully I will never fight. But if it came down to it, I would beat the dog shit out of you. And I would feel so bad about it, too. I would feel bad about it. Because you're an older man. You're a good dude.
All you old school cats that used to could throw hands, that spend your days.
My man said used to. He said used to throw hands.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Shaun's in his head like, damn, JB would beat the shit out of you, Smitty. It wouldn't even be close. That's what's crazy right now. But anyway, it is what it is.
You can't fight if you can't breathe.
Hey, Shaun, I only train to defend myself for 1 minute intervals.
Shaun, my first hit, I'm not even going for JB face. I'm going for that. I'm going for that weak core.
I'm going to get Ashton a haircut. Bye.
All right, then, Shaun. Have a good one, homie.
Smitty, you have no shot at going at my weak
I'm hitting your weak ass core. One good hit at your stomach, you're done.
You're not going to. You're not going to, though. Remember, grown man strength gets stronger as you get older.
I'm a grown man. I'm not 20 no more, homie. I've entered into the grown man strength. The thing about I'm grown and I'm young.
Well, hopefully we'll never know because, you know, I don't want to choke.
Yeah, I don't want to put hands. You my guy, man. I got love for you. I hate to beat your ass for you, y'all. Take your dogs. Yeah, I don't
want to choke shit out of you live.
And I hope you don't see that side of me anyway because I'm a nice dude. Like, that's who I want to be.
Me too.
Yep.
But remember, don't start none, won't be none. Listen, all you guys, much love. It's Friday. Enjoy the weekend. I'm going to be on a yacht tomorrow. By the way, it's a yacht. And if anybody wants to bet me that it's just a yacht, a boat, we can bet. Let's just bet. Don't say that no more on Twitter and social media. Don't say it's just a boat. Let's bet. And then we'll do that. Let's bet first, though. Make sure we bet and we exchange Venmos, and then we'll say what it is. Is it a yacht or a boat?
I got invited to a yacht birthday party tomorrow too. I forgot, so I might be out there too. I might ride past you.
I'll go. My shit move. I'll fucking spray the whole boat with my.
This is a big one though.
I don't care.
All right. Y'all have a good weekend, man.
G Wizzle, shut the fuck up, G Wizzle. You fucking nobody.
He said not a yacht. Hey, I got a big time money meeting I'm about to go to, man. And I have a good weekend. I got a short show at Fox. It's only 30 minutes. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the weekend. I'm gonna give me a drink when I get done. Give me some good food. Bailey, man, it's all love. Hey, what school did Bailey go to? Real quick, JB. He won't tell me.
What?
What school did Bailey go to? He won't tell me in the chat. I've been asking him all show. He won't tell me.
He went to you know where he went.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. If y'all need me, hit me up. Shout to Ball State. We're gonna shout the world this weekend against JMU. Until Monday, we'll see you.
Bailey.
Get pressed so fast you don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown kill the ass around.